Well, hi there.
Oh, there we go. How you doing?
There we are. Smiley day to you, Joe.
Smiley day to you too.
Have you been
Shiny
watching
day?
it all? The Smiley Day or Shiny
I
Day?
have indeed a shiny day. That's what it is.
He does them both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I got. I'm through episode 2.
me too.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've been listening to the podcast. I've been making all my Uber passengers listen to the podcast version with me.
Gotcha. And how has that gone over so far?
I mean, I haven't gotten any complaints, so
Gotcha.
that's okay, I guess. I had one person be like, "I've got a migraine," and I'm like, "All right." I just turned everything off at that point. She's like, "You can turn it down," and I'm like, "No, I'll just turn it off."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. How has Uber been? I mean, from the outside perspective, everyone's talking about how there aren't that many drivers and how the prices have gone up. Has that made business a bit steadier for you, or how have you?
I mean, it just depends on how much time you've got to invest in driving because,
Right.
I did over $900 in 2 days this past weekend, but it was mostly because I was, I drove for like 2 12-hour days.
Wow.
But it's very handy,
Yeah.
with the holidays coming up and everything else going on. It was like, yeah, that works.
Well, I mean, you've driven for them for a while. I'm just asking. I mean,
Yeah.
have you noticed is the flow of passengers any more consistent currently?
I would say so, and we're taking home more money, which
Mhm.
makes a big difference.
Right.
So that helps out a lot. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm just
No worries.
a
buddy.
little frazzled right now. We're gonna make it all work, but tonight I actually ran here from another gig. I ran home because I am doing the lights for a musical a play at a middle school and high school in Koreatown. So I had to run, and everything ran a little long over there tonight. So I had to run
Right.
home and get everything ready here. So it's like, okay, just getting it all together, But yeah, did not quite get the gig finished, which I'm a little frustrated by because I was hoping I'd get it all done tonight. But I'll go back tomorrow. It'll all be good. I'm not that worried.
Yeah.
It's gonna look cool. So, yeah, they're doing an adaptation of Scott Pilgrim versus the World. So, I'm like,
bold move
indeed. And some of the parents are like, "Oh, we know Edgar. We should invite him." And it's like, all right, I mean, y'all have fun with that. I like the one of the folks involved with the school. One of the parents has rented Studio Stage for Fringe a couple of times and is like,
Bert just saying he needs a new link when you get a chance. It worked fine for me. I don't know if he's signed it to.
all right. Adam. All right, hold on a second. I've got one eye on my steak right now.
Gotcha.
So trying to have, but that's the other thing is I'm trying to eat real fast before we get going. Maybe I'll just wolf it down. I'll hork it down while you guys are doing. There we go. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Oh, the link changed somehow. Really weird. All right. Let's see if that goes. So I know we're down Brick tonight. Bit of a bummer there.
So are you gonna maneuver him, or what are you gonna do?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
All right.
I think I have a plan, kind of. I always have some kind of bullshit plan that I could claim I'd been planning all along.
I mean, it's depending on how far we get. I mean, I think it's pretty clear what Brick would do. I think bring, but it's up to you, obviously, and yeah.
Well, I don't like botting PCs because last time, remember, you guys wound up in debt to.
That's a little bit. You discussed it ahead of time. Yeah.
Yeah, but I still have to resolve that at some point.
Yeah. but I imagine this isn't the same situation. Or you can put the
Disagree.
you can okay. You can put the you disagree that this isn't the same situation.
I could always find a way to screw with you guys, and have you mortgage your souls to me for one reason or another.
Right, I'm saying having in a crawl in here, I don't think it's the same level as that, but we'll see. Maybe who knows what awaits.
Hey, there we go. That looks
There
like
we
a
are. How's your Reddit?
Yeah, you still like number one with a bullet over there?
No postings this week.
Well, give me a second. They do have a gigantic hate thread for you over on the TV is too high.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think my steak might. Well, it's a monster. It's a super thick boy, chunky boy.
Look at this fancy guy.
Well, yeah. Well, hey, quick keto dinner. I just, I'm committing a sin here and just cooking it on the Foreman grill, but it's fast and
job done.
Fast and tastes good, and it gets the job done. So I don't,
How very 2000 of you.
That seems to tick all the boxes. If you, it doesn't matter how you get there. If it's,
I'm happy.
It's good, well cooked.
I'm happy, and hopefully it won't kill me.
Who did they offer the Foreman grill to first? There was another celebrity they tried to get to put their name on it first.
I don't know, but whoever it was.
I had never heard of this.
Oh, now I have to Google it.
Is this another one of your true Hollywood stories that you're going to post online about? I do enjoy reading those, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to step back. Step away. I'll be right back.
All right. I know I've heard this story. Every now and then I'll just say something to my wife and I'm like, I swear to God, I heard this. Somehow Albert Brooks came up the other day and I'm like, I swear to God, I think his
John
name is
Spelter
Albert.
says Hulk Hogan.
Was it Hulk? There it is. Yep. And I said, I'm pretty sure Albert Brooks' name is actually Albert Einstein. And she's like, what? I go, I'm pretty sure that's true. Why would it be in my head if it wasn't true? And so I had to Google it. It's like, yeah, no, I didn't make it up. All right, good. So Hulk Hogan was offered the George Foreman grill and probably lost, I don't know, how many tens of millions of dollars by saying no thanks. Everyone had one of those. Everyone.
Well, I'm wondering now, just seeing the Ryan Reynolds Mint ad, and I forgot, that I bought that. And after he made a ton of money with aviation, I think he sold it up. Is this just his business team being like, cool, we're leveling you up, buddy?
Do you know his next thing? Because it's awesome.
I'm not hearing anybody say anything
Mint?
there. So
what's his next thing?
Him and Rob McElhenney from Always Sunny.
Yeah.
They bought a soccer team. It's the third oldest soccer team in the world in Ireland.
There it is.
And so their goal is to take this really bad team that's been around forever but just isn't any good, and to try to get them up into the Premier League. So they're making a documentary about it and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They were in Ireland last week or 2 weeks ago watching a game. It was really fun just kind of see them just reacting and getting into it and being decent owners because they actually care, as opposed to a lot of these rich guys who just buy it as an investment.
Right.
So yeah, that's a fun
amazing
one. And I'm sure it'll be a fun documentary.
Well, I'm sure if they, with the support, talk about bringing life and fun to a team. My goodness.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just watched Rob's new show. Well, it's on season 3 now, but that Mythic Quest on Apple TV.
It's fantastic.
Oh, it's really fun. Really like it. The flashback episodes, they have one each season. Those are incredible.
I think I'm still in season 2.
Okay.
When Tarafirith, hello, I cannot hear you. She says, well, we can't see you either.
Yep.
Oh, that's because Greg hasn't added her yet. He's off getting a steak.
Yeah.
I see you've changed locations, Adam.
Yes, I am now in the wilderness.
You're shoving the Christmas decorations in everyone's face. I like it.
They're
all those
not even
Redditor people.
Until they have decorations besides the lights, one must ask themselves if there are plants or if they are Christmas decorations. It's really up to you.
We call them illuminated shrubberies.
That's right.
Are we all met?
Yeah.
It looks like.
Awesome.
Perhaps that's the appropriate transition from Halloween to Christmas. Is you put up all of the non-illuminated shrubbery, and then once it passed it, like Thanksgiving dinner ends, and then you light it all up, and now it's Christmas decorations.
Light it up.
There you go.
You know, Greg, I have a new proposed thing that we can do if we're only ever down one player. Whereby we randomly, I feel like we all pay attention to our characters for the most part, of where the DM rolls a 1d6 per round, and depending on what that number rolls on, the number corresponding to other members in the party, they say what the individual does.
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about that, Miranda? Do you have an opinion?
Or not?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Was that? Oh, just to the cat.
I totally support that for next week.
I support that too, but on the caveat that you must do an impression of the other character that you are playing as.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. As long as that is explicit.
I love it. Yeah, must do a or even a heightened expression of what you think. God forbid the day that you're gone and people will have to be like, well, hold on a moment while I think.
Allow me to bust out every polysyllabic word in the dictionary as I systemically rip you a new asshole in public with absolutely zero fucks to give.
A funny story. My computer says my output device is my speakers, but when I plugged in my headphones, that's where the sound came out.
My headphones are labeled as speakers too.
Oh man, I totally forgot where we were until I pulled up the map.
John Spelta agrees.
Yeah.
Or we can expand the dice set so that therefore, depending on who is in the chat, that they can have a say. Also
a very sound idea. I don't know if it's sound for the player, but I think it's sound for entertainment, and that's
exactly.
Well, Brick has not consented to any of this, so I'm not going to do anything on this tonight without.
He did consent that I could puppet his character.
Are you puppeting his character through random dice roll?
So, but
by proxy.
I feel like Brick's been through enough, guys.
I think today's the day that Brick renounces his religion and expels the sounds in his head, and maybe takes up a third track, like he'd be a druid now.
Yeah, Brick's not the one with voices in his head, though. But I mean,
well, okay, but I think he needs to get out there.
Oh
my god, an episode of us all impersonating each other would be amazing and terrible.
Oh, you mean like the last episode of Critical Role?
Right. In costume only. Yeah,
I mean,
we definitely can't.
Simpsons did it, guys. I hate to say it, Or
We
CR
can't.
did it. I think that's going to be the equivalent.
We can't
Hey,
puppet right now.
damn it! Right before I managed to finish my first cut and get my first bite.
We ran out of time when the stakes were high.
Oh.
No,
Get
sir.
out! Get out!
I'll see
it.
myself.
Yep.
Just
I'll
goodbye.
see you out right now.
Seth is placed on mute while we all puppet his character this day.
Seth is dead. Not the Tavashi. Seth, the actual player, is now has a hit on him. Miranda is very upset about this. She's currently she's clingy because I have food. Okay, Seth, you can come back. I'm rescinding that against better judgment. Okay, come here. Let me get my cable out from under you.
That's better than my new pet,
Yeah, what new pet do you have?
a skunk
You have not a pet then.
that lives under my house.
Ah,
That was a fun thing to come home to.
That's
Elisa
not a
was
pet.
like,
That's a threat.
that's a skunk there. And I was like, you sure it's not one of our many, many, many cats that just eat all our food? And she's like, yeah, I know what a skunk looks like. And sure enough, the thing slides up out of our house. big old tail waggling around, and I was like, crap. So we just sat in our car for like 25 minutes while this skunk decided to just scratch his little claws up on our lawn and eat our cat food and then go back under the house.
They do that. They eat cat
You did
food.
the right thing.
Yeah.
Staying in the car.
Yeah.
That's the right move.
All right. Well, let's I've managed to have a bite of steak now, so
You did it.
let's the stakes are slowly lowering incrementally. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentledems. My name is Greg, and I am your dungeon master this evening. Welcome to episode 45 of Brutes. That is episode 45, right? I'm not crazy. Suddenly, I'm having a panic thinking I did an increment from last episode. Shit, really? No, tell me I'm right.
John, what episode is this?
Oh, it is 45. Holy
It's
crap,
up
I'm
to
right.
you.
Cool. Yeah, no, I made the lazy decision to so I don't run out of photos anytime soon, because it's time consuming to get all that stuff done. To make the photos last a month as opposed to a week. Do a new one every week. Do them monthly. And yeah, now I'm getting all confused about stuff and panicking about incrementing. None of you give a shit about any of that. Welcome to Brutes in the Shackled City, episode 45 confirmed. And yep, so glad to have you here joining us tonight. Johnny, good to see you, buddy. John actually survived Barrow Maze last week, or a session of...
If by survived you mean dominated, then yeah, he did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But tonight we are continuing on with Flood Season, Chapter 3 of the Shackled City campaign, put out by Paizo Publishing back in 2003. This is the Brute Squad. All these fine individuals here are the Brute Squad, plus a few others who are alumni that we dearly miss. Shouting out to Vic and to Wookie and to just, I mean, we're missing Brick tonight too, unfortunately. So I'm heartbroken to not have one of our favorite beat sticks here this evening. But we're going to continue on with our adventure here in just a few moments. Before we get going, though, I am a professional dungeon master with Mastermind Adventures. You can check them out at mastermindadventures.com, and you can book me to run a game like this for you and your table, and I would love to do so. So if you like what I do here, right now I'm running a outside of this for clients. I'm currently running a West Marches style mega dungeon campaign called Secrets of the Barrow Maze. And we actually had our first session back from my Fringe. I took a little break when we were doing all the Fringe craziness, because that's like the weirdest and most difficult time of year for me. And I was like, I don't want to be taking random bookings while I'm in the middle of all hell breaking loose. So we did our first session back with that Thursday. Yeah,
Thursday.
Thursday sounds about right. I had let's see, we had Matt there, we had Seth there, we had Johnny there. Johnny is sitting in the YouTube comments tonight. Thank you for joining us, brother. And we also had you guys' buddy Adam there, and not this Adam, but a different Adam. Adam, we would have loved to have you though, sir. I think you would have had a good time with it. But
you can't afford
guys. I mean, that's true. But Matt and Seth, tell them about what Barrow Maze was like, so I can sneak another bite of food.
Matt, you want to go? Or you want me to go?
I can tell you about all the stuff I ate.
Yeah, I think that's valid.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was playing a turtle of the snapping variety, who has one of the character traits of you have a weird diet that people don't understand. So I spent a lot of time chewing on glasses, people's arms. I think I ate someone's face. Or it might have been a spider. I ate a spider's face. And I definitely got down on some acid eggs that took me out for a little bit, which was good because the deity I follow was all about pain. So I was just like, hey, I'm bringing pain to everybody. We intimidated some bandits into following us for the Memi army. Am I saying that right? Is that the correct army there?
You know me.
You know me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Seth was playing a very interesting character named Greg.
That's right.
Who is a representative of the You Know Me army.
And not confusing at all. not even a little.
No, see, my Greg spells it with 2 G's. It's very distinct.
He's fancy. He's fancy and intelligent and very charismatic, and that's all in the second G.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The second G, not the third G. Fuck the third G.
Yeah. So we recruited people to the Unomi army. We got ourselves a base, and we are now ready for the next challenge that the Baramaze has, as we have achieved level 2.
Yeah, I gave you
in
guys
a record time.
Yeah, well, that's only because I put you guys through a buzzsaw thinking I was going to kill some of you guys, and then I remembered that 5th edition just coddles everybody, and I really, really need to beef some shit up.
It's partly that, and it was also partly that for some reason every non-combat roll we failed utterly. It was like, make a perception check, and it was like 1, 4, 6.
I have
and everybody
feet.
was like, neat. Okay, cool. And then it'd be like, okay, well now this combat's gonna start. Here's some things that can one-shot you. And we're like, okay, no problem. This is a surprise round. Natural 20, maximum damage. All right, now the real round starts. All right, natural 20, maximum damage.
And you guys wound up winning the initiative and going first on everything. Johnny only lost a few spikes. I mean, that's very important. It's, RIP his spiked armor. But what was it? What was it like? We will get to actual gameplay here in just a minute. But I'm enjoying picking your guys' brains real fast. What was it like actually doing barrel maze as opposed to running brutes here? I mean, open die rolls, knowing the AC, knowing the HP. Did that really change things for you?
I like that transparency.
Yeah.
This is like, how much crap are we jumping into right now and not going to run away from?
Yeah.
And it worked out. It was
Yeah,
knowing the AC targets and the hit points. I liked that different dynamic.
Yeah, and I just had a lot of fun with you guys knowing all that stuff too, and having my die rolls in the open was like, I've had games where I get all the crit rolls and the players get all the shit rolls, and there is an element of, if that ever happens at a barrel maze table, people are just gonna have to suck it up and deal, because that's rolled in the open, and you're not, and I'm like, can't fudge like that. So it's going to make for some really interesting dynamics when the fit hits the shan, I
think my favorite roll of the night was when I was eating the bartender's shot glasses, and he asked me to just shoot them instead. And so I took the drink and threw it in the air and nailed it with a heavy crossbow on a 21 roll.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
And that set the tone for our combats for the rest of the
And
It really did.
So the secret is to sacrifice a shot glass, is what you're telling me. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think one of the things that also really helped was somewhere someone along the line misheard something and was like, yeah, they're bandits. They're coming after us, these bandits. And so whoever misheard it the first time, somebody else heard that person and then said it. And then I was saying it, and everybody was saying it. And Greg's like, what are you talking about, these bandits? And we're like, I don't know. That's what I would say. We're just talking about bandits. And all of a sudden there were bandits that we had to deal with. And that was great.
Yep.
Well, no, it wasn't all of a sudden. I had randomly rolled bandits already. And I was like, because I don't roll on the fly. To make sure I have all the assets preset, I roll everything in advance and have everything in a loose outline. So I had randomly generated a bandit pack, and I'm like, did I fuck up and let slip something? What's going on? I thought you guys, I thought I'd given it away to somebody.
The gaze of the Unomi Empire.
Apparently not. Apparently not. And you motherfuckers can see the future too. So yeah. Well, hey, I really appreciate you guys coming in, and Johnny, it was great having you at the table too, buddy. I'm finally glad, because we'd been kicking that around the calendar trying to make that work. I'm so glad we got to do this. secretsofthebarrelmaze.com is almost live. I want it up so bad, because then all the funnel of how to get involved in this campaign and the sign up form and everything are all going to be linked there and everything, and you'll be all set. Really easy to get involved. You guys had fun. I had a blast. I want to run this thing all the freaking time. And the West Marches campaigns really lend themselves to being able to have that. So yeah, like I said, if you enjoy rolling with me, this is where we do it. But
I wish we had a screen capture of your face as it dawned on you what our top tier 4D chess characters were modeled after.
I think it was something like, I don't want to spoil it, but it was something like, oh Jesus fucking God. Yeah, it was along those lines. But yeah. Anyhow, let's go on ahead and get back to it. Templar Leif is getting a little upset here that we haven't started killing shit yet. But real fast, let's get in with introductions real quick. I want to start over let's start with Paul. How you doing, Paulie?
I'm doing great. Hi there. I'm Paul Masterson. I play Sir. Oh,
There we go.
Nate.
There,
There we are.
I got you.
I'm Paul Masterson. I play Sir Feltrican Vorkris, the Golden Scale Dragonborn Paladin of Helm, on the path of the Oath of Vengeance. Yeah, now that we're here in this temple with a bunch of basically certified card-carrying murderous a-holes, should be interesting. Should be pretty easy to make decisions in here, but we'll see. Maybe Greg's got something unusual up his sleeve.
Narrator voice. He does not.
Ah,
That being said, hate to disappoint. Let's go ahead and bring it on over to Lauren. Lauren, how you doing tonight, doll?
Hello, good evening. My name is Lauren. I play Tarafirith, the Elven Bard. I'm also very excited to do some no ubiquitous moral quandary hacking and slashing.
Oh, you want to just whoop some ass tonight? Okay, cool. We can do that. We could definitely do that. I will make this a straight dungeon crawl. Let's rock.
I kind of need it. My husband's back though, which is very exciting. So
That's great. Hey,
it's been a long season.
Not bad.
1,500 hours of overtime.
Yeah.
Oh, yikes. This is
I think
why
that's a
IATSE
personal
needs to
record.
get that contract through. That's why IATSE desperately needs to get that contract through.
But
All right.
retirement?
but done well and done right, So, but retirement, yeah, the pension will be amazing. That's true. Yeah. Seth, how you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm doing great. My name is Seth Tygeson. I play Seneca Polaris, the Free Tabashi wizard. I am excited to demonstrate the tolerance paradox today.
The tolerance paradox.
and what is the tolerance paradox?
Well, the tolerance paradox says that in order for a tolerant society to continue to thrive, it must be intolerant of intolerance.
Yes, love it.
All right.
So
who are you going to be intolerant of today?
Murderous, culty trifecta a-holes.
Copy that. Well,
But I still have to confirm, like, are you crazy evil Nazis? And then if they'd be like, why, yes. And then I'll be like, thank you. Allow me to
Thank
punch
you.
you.
yeah. Always punch Nazis.
Yeah,
Right,
I gotta be
or
clear on
APM.
the fact to be like, Nazis, right? Because Nazis will be happy to identify themselves now, which is very useful. And you just get rid of them after that. It's very easy.
And you just punch the shit out of them repeatedly.
Kapow!
Yep. Exactly. Mr. Birch, how you doing tonight, bud?
Hey friends, I'm good. My name's Adam. I play Birch, a human druid, and I want to show you guys a shirt I got a week and a half ago up in Mackinac City. My son pulled me into a store called Nerd Ferguson, and I think just because of the name, and he found tons of stuff he loved, obviously, and then he found for me, oh no, my shirt doesn't work. Okay, this shirt, check it out.
Nice.
Come on, pretty great, huh?
Love it.
That's a Michigan and you're in the 20?
Well, that's the question, right? Is it in the 20 or is it in the 1? Are we losers or are we
That's the 20.
the best?
20 is around the 14, 2, and 8.
I think you're right.
Yep.
I think you're right.
Well, you're not
Nerd.
Wisconsin, so you're not losers.
Adam, have you achieved the state of Michiganer where you tell people where you are based off of holding up your hand yet?
I was born here.
So it's
yes.
already an 8.
So I was born here. My wife was born here. We went to college here, and I bought this shirt here,
Nice.
So you're telling me you're a troll.
right under the bridge.
Exactly. So I'm going to need you to re-roll
Okay.
as a troll, and we'll adjust for CR. So
Are you looking forward to my voice like this for 40 more episodes?
yes, I am. Yes, please. I love it. I love it. Absolutely.
Oh no, my poor voice.
Yeah. Have fun with that. But hey, let's go on ahead and bring it on over to Mr. Matt. Mr. Matt, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm Matt. I play Grey Soul. Currently, I'm a level 1 Celestial Warlock in a level 5 character body because I stood up to my megomaniacal D-bag goddess, maybe god, and they cut me off. But I got one less voice in my head at the moment, and I think I'm getting a decent night's sleep here and there. So, little this, little that. Healing power has been curbed a bit, I got a few tricks up my sleeve, and that's where I'm at right now.
Narrator.
And I'm a little bit edgy. I'm embracing the teenage angst after all that, and I'm getting kind of mouthy to people. I'm having fun with that.
Yeah. But narrator voice, he is not getting more sleep. All right. And last in introductions tonight, but first in our hearts, Mr. Nate. How you doing, man?
Hey, I play a halfling knife salesman in an MLM looking to make his next sale, or at least I will be when Brick kills me at some point in this adventure coming up.
Well, he's not here tonight, so you at least have one more.
Get a reprieve.
unless you want to go by the idea that maybe he kills you tonight while he's not here. You know, like maybe one of the other players here will do so.
Possibly. But I actually play Lorenzo the Rogue, and looking forward to actually shooting things and killing them with my glass cannonness.
Glass cannon, indeed. And who wants to recap where we're at right now?
I don't want to make Paul do it again, but also I was like, oh, I didn't remember where we were until I looked at the map. And then I was like, oh, yeah, we're in that part. That's about the end of where we're at is. I need a refresher.
If you're ever wondering where you are, if you're ever wondering where you are, it's about 100 feet away from us.
Yeah, that is true. We don't know where the fuck you went. You know?
Seth's general movement distance away from us is Tabashi movement, or the Tabashi Leroy. But
Tabashi goodbye.
Tabashi goodbye. Love it.
That's what that's called now.
Love it.
Yeah, that's now canon. The Tabashi goodbye.
So what happened is we got into this dungeon place, and our Tabashi went, "Ooh, look, a squirrel," and ran off in that direction. And then we were like, "Oh, look, there's the bad guys right on the other side of this door right here."
Well, before we came in, last week I think we had. I forget what we were doing before we started having to look around. We knew that we were missing. We knew that we were missing Tarafirith and Brick, and we split the party in going in search of them. One group found Tara, and we found Brick, and we met back up along down by the docks with CB and a monster of a human named Lenny, who with his giant mast led us to the entrance to this underground fortress, where we know that I got to pull up my notes. This trifecta of cults who believe that the three gods of Serik, Serik, Vecna, and Bane, that they're all actually one deity. That we where do we get? What are these ruins? They are what is it? DM. You've got this for us. There we are, the Corporu Ruins. So,
yep.
So we went in there, and I think we're a little bit suspicious because there are mind gaps. There's memory gaps for both Tara and Brick, who had been off being interrogated by the captain of the guard, which might be very useful in our covering of our shady dealings. We'll see. And since we've noticed that they have memory loss, but we got in there. Lenny for new team captain. Yes, I think he'd be very useful. We got in there. We snuck. Started sneaking through. We had a little bit of a moment where it was deduced that some of the glass lens that we pulled from sort of the in-between space, since it is not refined, it has multiple properties of both seeing through into another elemental plane and in the dark. We crept up to a guard tower where we were sneaking inside. They were drinking. Greg had us maliciously roll stealth rolls, which did not go well. Meanwhile, Seneca
didn't
Tabashi,
go well for you, you mean?
Seneca Tabashi goodbye across the rope ladder, across a lake of we don't know if it's toxic or not. And we left it with a creature rushing towards Seneca and us about to breach the door, hearing two individuals inside with Brick in front of me.
Now, just to clarify, I never said there was a creature rushing towards Seneca. I simply said that he heard something.
I recall you saying you hear something rushing towards you.
It was a dragon with a taste for cats. I heard you say it. Doesn't like humans, but really likes felines.
Seth, you may want to roll a new character.
Hey, Seth, I'm just trying to clarify that I did not say that. So you know, but I think your fellow party members want to kind of kill you.
I think this is nuts. Seneca went toe-to-toe with a bugbear vampire. He's got this.
It worked out okay last time.
Oh, fuck you.
And he didn't even end up a vampire out of it.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but yeah, that worked out all right.
I feel like
that was you making every save somehow, which I think as a Tabashi, you used up like 8 of your 9 lives in just one encounter.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, it checks out. All right. Well, I finished my steak. It was quite delightful. Give me 1 second to put my plate away, and we will just want to clear it out of the way here, and then we will get started. So I will be right back. Mwahaha. Talk amongst yourselves.
Ooh, is this where we roll credits? I'm very excited.
Yeah. Is this where he brings out the lovely new mini set?
That's right. He's built a giant mast that the Tabashi clearly climbed over. We think there's 2 people in this room that we can't see it.
Yeah, I think we were hearing 2 people carousing in there, 2 guards carousing in there.
Okay.
When we were stacking up,
and they probably heard us.
I think we failed a couple of stealths. Yeah,
probably.
Yeah,
that sounds like us.
All right.
Like you don't acquire the name Brute Squad
in the back door, but maybe because we had Lenny guiding us.
Back door?
That's usually our MO. Is come in like fast way in.
Well, y'all didn't ask for one, so you know.
I'm not saying I prefer it. I'm saying that's just what ends up happening half the time.
Yes.
We're gonna draw the line here because the jokes are writing themselves.
I'm sorry. I sincerely did not mean that to be naughty.
It's
a bard. Every joke you tell is naughty. Whether
you're just in character, hun. That we know. You're just totally 100% in character right now. We appreciate it. So yeah, as we left off, the brutes had just rolled stealth and totally fucked it up. What did you guys get? This was the time of 555s, and So this
is the time of roll 20 continuing to be broken.
Yeah, when we had the 555s there, it was he rolled it and it did 5 for every single thing that he did after that. It was an invalid roll.
I got a 5 as well. Broken. Now that I look at it.
Well, we're rolling with it. So yeah, here's how this goes down. I want you all to roll for initiative.
Well, if I have to. All right, clicking on that.
All right, we got. Restream has put in a new selection of music and stuff that we can use. That's all license. That's all good for.
I'm enjoying the
hip hop track. No.
Yeah.
Is there
anything fantastic?
Is there anything that I can use that's more metal for right now?
This feels authentic. My character is now wearing a glow stick and
future pop, hip hop, lounge, down tempo, chill hop, ambient.
Do they have Mongolian death metal? That's the only alternative.
I want fucking Slayer. Can we get Slayer? Right. Well, yeah. I want raining blood, but we will we'll just kick it with the hip hop beats for the moment.
Baby metal.
Fun fact, when we're not adventuring, Birch and Feld love to go to the clubs and get their oonce down. It's true.
It's facts.
The color of glow sticks off golden scales.
That's got to be yeah. No, that's got to be a sight. I will definitely have to write that in at some point. And hey, you know what? I'm always down for fan art if anybody wants to contribute some. So Always
Birch
down
and
for
Feld
it.
at the
I'm
club.
adding it to my
Let's
list.
go.
All greased up and ready to rock. I love it. All right,
I'm adding it to my
and
list.
hide that and hide that.
Dancing to the mad beats of Tarafirith.
Yep. All right.
I don't
And-
like my role. I don't want to go first.
Okay. Well, Tara, what's your niche?
12.
12 for
Yeah,
Tara.
12.
Birch, what you got?
Oh, Birch got 18. But
18.
Tara,
Got it.
Tara
Lorenzo, what you got?
12.
15.
15. Okay. Brick is sir not appearing in this fight, so I shall handle him. Graysoul.
10.
10. Feld.
16.
16. And Seneca.
17.
17. I'm just gonna keep track of you. Oh no. All right. You poor dears. Okay. Yep.
Is that just a gun cocking? In the
That was
background of
indeed, and
Yes.
I think that's absolutely appropriate. I feel like
Yeah.
that it kind of. Johnny, I would love to see
Love
see your kids draw a Seneca and Feld at the club, greased up and dancing.
A human and a humanoid dragon.
Yeah,
In a
I would
club.
love
And
I would love
a
to see it.
massive golden dragonborn. Yeah.
I would also love to see your wife's face when she realizes what it is you've asked your children to draw.
How old are his kids?
Which ones?
It doesn't matter what the answer is. There's
Yeah.
no right answer.
There's the right answer. All right. So with this, you guys hear the conversation on the other side of the door. Stop. There's a very tense beat, and
That's the 10th beat.
yep. I can tell you right now.
Those guns cocking where everybody priming their arms.
Pretty much. I mean, these guys are. You hear through the door. You hear, "Oi, what's the password?"
I imagine this is when Brick kicks the door in because that's sort of his MO for what the password is.
Brick looks to you and whispers to you and is like, "After you, Feld."
Oh, really? Okay, cool. So then I switch since we're, cool. Instead of the being tacking up behind him with my glaive, I clearly very rapidly switch to my shield and mace since we're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So who's going? So are we still basically out of initiative?
Nope. This is their action. So, Birch, what would you like to do? That you hear that query, and that is that is it. That is all you could detect that is happening right now. So, Birch, what's up?
What material is the door made out of?
It's wood.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. I have that in my.
You do?
It's stone.
Boo. Is there like a
Natalie just granted everyone inspiration.
Yeah.
What? Hey, that's lovely.
Y'all go through that stuff real hard, so And who says I'm not a generous dungeon master?
Natalie was the best before that, but now she's also the best still.
She is the best again. So it's a stone, but it's a door. It's got a handle and okay.
No, it does not have a handle. The door actually, as you examine it, just like the one that you went through to get in here, the door doesn't just swing open. It actually rotates on a vertical axis that's in the center of it. That's in the center of the panel.
Oh, it's a shopping mall. All right, I am taking.
Is that like
steps.
a Scooby-Doo door, like pull the candlestick?
Yep, a little bit.
I took a couple steps back,
Mm-hmm.
and I have produced flame on the end of my staff.
Uh-huh.
And I am holding the ability to throw said flame in the face of whoever opens that door.
Copy. Now, just to clarify here, buddy, your allies, Brick and Feld, are actually inside this first chamber here, and they are outside a second chamber at the moment.
They are?
Yeah.
What the hell? Then
I don't
go
remember
in.
that.
Oh, so there's a second door. Okay.
Oh, hold on a second. Allow me a moment. I should.
No, that makes sense.
Yep.
So I step inside, and then I do that thing I said I did, only at this door instead of that door.
Okay. So you're gonna toss something over the shoulder. Seneca, buddy, pal. We got yeah.
I don't have a target right now, do I?
You do not have a target. Give me a perception check.
But all right. Clicking on myself, grabbing the perception. Bow. Doing a perception. 17 again.
17. All right. You, what you heard moving about was something splashing within the water.
Oh.
Off to the side.
Can I see off to the side like I'm on the shoreline? And
you're on the shoreline, and you see something splashing about. Like you see a disturbance in the water that is starting to head towards your general direction right now.
Okay, that's not too much of a problem.
Yeah, no, it's chilling about here in the deep water. You
but
have dark vision, right?
I can see it right now, right?
I mean, you have dark vision, correct?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Cool. So you can see something slithering within the water.
Cool. Then if I can see it, then I'm gonna climb back up on top of this thing, and I'm gonna hit it with a magic missile.
All right. Yeah, what did I do with... yes. Okay, perfect. Oop. These are creatures that had to be converted separately. Never a dull moment.
Converted separately, but they're about to die together.
Well, very bold of you to assert that, sir.
I believe in Seneca. How dare you, sir?
I think that that's a very valid point. And since you haven't decided what's going on yet, I'm going to change what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use reduce after I jump up top there.
So you're actually reducing this thing?
I'm going to shrink it.
You're going to shrink it. All right.
After I'm up top here.
Got it.
I do have a climb speed.
What's my save?
My claws. Your save is Constitution.
Con save. Copy that.
Oh yikes! Because what would possibly a creepy swimmy creature? We deal with a kraken here.
Yeah. Well, fuck you and your reduced spell. So that's what that die roll just said is a nat 20.
Fair enough. I should still be up here now.
I know. All right.
I'll mark that.
Feld. It is your
All
turn.
right. So I bonus action. I already marked off my shield of whoop ass.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to push through the door. I'm going to try and.
Okay. Please position yourself accordingly.
Okay, let's see here. Trying to move. See, hopefully this all works. I'd be going to here.
Okay, and hold real quick. You push the door open, and inside there's a well-lit chamber. You see the first thing that you see is a gentleman in dark clothes with a face mask. With like a hood and a hood over his head, and the lower part of his face obscured. But more importantly, what you notice is the longbow he has pointed directly in your general direction, and his readied action goes off. Unfortunately, a 2 is not going to do shit. But
that's his damage, but it's a 10.
Well, a
so
10,
still
nothing.
Yes.
A 10 is not going to do anything. So the arrow actually sails over your head and over everybody else. As the nerves got the better of him. I'm going to move this real quick just so everybody can see what Feld sees. And Feld, you have let's see, it is your action now.
All right. So question, if I wanted to try and shield check him back, since I can do 2 attacks, would that count as a full action or 1 attack if I'm trying to force my way into the room? Basically
Who
shield.
are you trying to shield check?
The one who's right in front of me with the bow. Is this the
Got it.
bow
Well,
in the corner? Or
No,
the guy who's
the bow in the corner is this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Give me a perception check real fast to even notice the dude on the side. Because
okay.
Yeah.
Well then, let me ooh. I.
Okay. So as you come through, you immediately see him. Technically, you have the higher initiative than he does, so he didn't get a chance to ready in action, although everybody was kind of prepped for this encounter. You know what? I'm going to roll.
Let's see. Opposed strength?
No, he did not have a chance to ready in action against you.
Okay.
So, yeah. If you want to shield check him, you can make an attack roll.
Okay.
Yep.
Plus what? I mean, just you want to roll as my regular attack, or
do it as an offhand attack, because that is technically your offhand.
Okay. So
D20 plus your proficiency, plus
basically the same thing as what would be an unarmed strike.
Yep.
Sure.
And if you hit him, then you guys can have an opposed strength check. Oh, that connects. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. And did the song just say "go ahead" right when I said "go ahead"? That's kind of amazing. So yeah, opposed strength check.
If that didn't hit, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Oh.
So yeah, you come through. You get a little caught in the door frame, and you're trying to fit your 7 foot tall ass through this through this vertical door frame. Then you got only about like 2 feet of room to squeeze through. And as you're coming through, you kind of clang your shield out into the dude that you see immediately next to you, as the dude as the warrior across the way lines up another shot. You do connect with him. He connects with you, and you do not manage. You reach a bit of an impasse. But it is now his action.
I have two attacks.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
and I haven't used my full. I haven't used my movement. So, nonetheless, I'm going to provoke his opportunity of attack as I slide by him. And
23 hits.
23 does not hit.
What? All right.
AC of 24 with a shield of not today.
Wow.
Damn. All right. Next time I'm bringing a can opener.
Wow.
All right. So yeah, you managed to get through there, and he hits you with a solid shot that rings out.
And I instead turn to his friend, his squishy friend with the bow, who is in the corner, and I go for a strike on him.
That's a hit.
Boop, boop, boop. Why is that not? And I don't think I'm going to use... here we are.
5 bludgeoning. Copy that.
And that will be my go.
All right.
Now that the door's open, does my flame shoot out and hit him?
Yeah, you can hit him.
He's the only one I can see. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that doesn't hit. Oh, well.
No, that is not going to work.
But the room is briefly illuminated for
Lorenzo. You have a shot lined up on this guy, right?
I think so.
All right. You let's see. Let me actually look at this from perspective.
Didn't Tara also prepare a shot as well?
Actually see him. Tara does, though. I mean, it's going to be complicated. It's going to be with disadvantage. But Tara, if you want to take a shot at this guy, you do have I'm gonna call it with disadvantage. I'm not gonna raise the AC. I'm just gonna I'm gonna force a bad roll instead because I'm a jerk.
That's fine. Is it control?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that's not gonna hit him, unfortunately. But he's startled to have fire returned at him. Yeah, you can hear like you hear them go, oh shit, there's a bunch of them. Next dude, you hear the Feldrican, the guy whose bell you just rung, looks over at his compatriot and says, "Sound the alarm!" And with that, he nods and comes through the doorway, comes over here, and hits the stone of alarm,
provoking a whole bunch of attacks from Brick.
No, he never left Brick's threaten ranged. He entered it, but he did not exit it. But you know what? I'm going to say that Brick had a ready to action, so we're going to let Brick go off here. I'm going to let Brick have a womp on him, because
if Brick hears that, if Brick had heard that, he would have tackled that guy. That's Brick's barbarian style.
Well, yeah, except for the fact that this is a game that is not literal and not realistic in how it handles times and how everything's in combat rounds, as opposed to an actual fight, unfortunately.
Well, actually.
What?
All right, well, let me pull up Brick's character sheet here, since we do have to bot him this evening. My apologies to you, Joe.
Bot.
Let's see.
If you recall, he took that feat that gives him an automatic critical strike on his reactionary attacks.
Yep.
Just want to make sure, just so Joe gets his, we did.
Yeah.
Correctly.
I got it. Yep. All right. You know what? I'm gonna say Warhammer. How does he run this character without his weapons actually equipped?
His go-to is the railgun.
Let me look.
True
He does have superiority dice, which means he's actually got.
He's got all sorts of maneuvers.
Yeah, he does have
Pushing
maneuvers. What are his
That
maneuvers?
trip attack.
He has, I think.
See, this is
shield.
the problem with somebody else running the character, is that now we're bogged down waiting for people to figure out
He
exactly
can
how this
list
shit works.
slowly to the left.
What's
Some of
his
maneuvers.
athletics?
Action surge, lucky, second win.
What's his bonus to athletics?
His bonus to athletics?
Yeah.
+6.
Okay, what if he trips him and then holds his stupid face to the ground by grappling him?
All
He
right.
does a trip attack, then that would get him to the ground, and then using grapple will reduce his speed
now
to 0.
here's
which
the
allows
thing.
him
I
to-
can't. Reactions.
Yeah, as a
I don't know,
reaction,
he's-
you're gonna get one thing.
Yeah, reactions means it's a basic attack. But you know what? And he didn't know someone was gonna come. Fuck it. You know what? Hold on a second. Give me one. We're gonna. You know what? You guys wanted to do this randomly by dice.
Buy dice.
All right.
Player 27. What do you want to do with Brick's actions?
Trial by dice.
All right. How about this? I'm gonna create a fresh roll right now. High or low?
Hi.
His plan. Okay, so high. Give me a number between 1 and 100.
I picked the high. Somebody else picked the number.
42.
42. All right. His plan was to charge in and start womping on guys. He did not have a ready to action for anybody coming out. So this guy comes flying out of there by surprise and simply gets through the doorway, turns, and smacks this stone that is sitting on the wall. Suddenly, you hear a whomp, 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 as it starts loudly echoing throughout the cavern. Seneca, within seconds, you notice lights moving about through the windows all around you. Coming from the building, and yeah, that is what's going on there. That is that dude's action. Lorenzo, you're up.
Well, since I can now see him, since he's standing there.
Oh wait, Brick didn't have the ready to action, but you did. So maybe, just maybe, if you hit this guy hard enough, maybe we can go back and rewrite history here. I will be fair. You did have a ready to action for popping off on the first guy you saw, correct?
I did, yes.
Natalie gave you inspiration just in case.
All right. You know what? Hit him. Let's see what you do. 18 hits.
18 hits, and since he's currently right next to Brick.
Yep, sneak attack.
20.
So that would be 21 damage.
21 damage. Holy shit. All right. You did not kill him outright. But I will say that give me an intimidation check with advantage.
Intimidation? Oh,
Yeah.
with advantage, okay. Actually, that's not too bad.
Okay.
Inspiration.
Yeah, take your inspiration, because if you go high enough, I'm going to have him cower back as opposed to.
Is the advantage on the fact that he just ran full stop into a over 300-pound black scale dragonborn?
I think you overestimate how much people give a shit about your race, sir. I know he got shot real bad, and is now like under fire, and is rethinking all of his life choices as he tries to now he's trying to judge if he can make the alarm or not. So 18 is the
intimidation. He's lucky he got the act,
save.
otherwise assassinate plays.
Oh, he
Hey!
So he takes the hit. He takes the hit and then also sees Brick and shits accordingly, and ducks back and says, "I can't get to it." So you have with all of that, because my apologies there for forgetting your ready to action there, Lorenzo, but you do actually manage to keep him pinned down successfully, and the base is not alerted. Seneca, you only have to worry about whatever it is that's swimming about. And did you roll damage? Oh, yeah, that's right. You tried reduce.
Sure did.
Yep. I will say that after you did that, whatever it was, the motion of the ocean seems to have ceased momentarily. Lorenzo, now do you want to have your regular action?
Oh, I got a regular action now?
Well, yeah, that was your ready to action, so that was and it was going to expire with your turn, but this guy popped out and you decided to play whack-a-mole with his fucking face.
Excellent. I will shoot him again.
Well, he has taken the rest of his movement and ducked backwards.
Oh, okay, so I can't see.
Which prompts an attack of opportunity from Brick. And Brick swings and misses. So Brick tried to get him through the doorway with the warhammer. No such luck. It clangs off the stone. But now yes, Lorenzo, it is now your turn.
Well, I can't see anything to shoot, so I will hold my action to shoot something with my crossbow if it is a threatening object or person.
If it is okay, so you're going to hold your action in the Overwatch position and not let any bad guys out that door. Copy that.
Or if I see something like fly out of the water, I'll shoot that too.
Well, you can't observe two things at once because the building is one direction, the water is another direction. But
then I'm watching the door.
Tara, it is your action.
Now, I took a ready to action shot, right?
Yes, you did. But now you have a regular turn.
I have a regular turn. Okay, and do I see him any better now?
Well, like I said, this guy ducked back, so you don't have...
You don't have visual?
You can... you could get a little bit closer, as opposed to shooting through both Gray Soul and Brick. You could get it to where you're shooting just over Brick's shoulder, and then it would be, I would reduce the penalty.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. So you come over here. You go, hey, Brick, duck. And go on ahead and take your shot. That's a hit. That is indeed a hit.
A very palpable hit.
Yes, indeed. Oh, 7 points of damage. You sink you sink a arrow directly into his shoulder, and he yelps with pain. And he looks at his friend. He goes, "We're getting eaten alive here." And his friend's like, "I know. I can't do anything." Gray Soul, your turn.
All right. Does Tara stay in the doorway?
Tara, do you want to stay in the doorway, or do you want to move?
I'll take a step up. Hold on. Sorry, on my thing it's too zoomed out. Let me see. Bloop. Does that help?
Yes, thank you. I'm going to run up right behind Brick.
Okay.
I'm going to stick my hand on his shoulder and launch an Eldritch Blast like a Predator's plasma caster.
Over his shoulder?
Brick's face. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. All right. Roll it, baby.
Love
Here
it.
it comes. Blast the first. 23.
Okay. That's a hit.
All right. And I'm going to use my special Warlock ability to make my attack roll be the damage.
No, that's not a thing.
All right. Well, I had to drop.
You know, not a level 1, level 2 maybe for Warlocks.
5 force damage.
5 force damage. Oh,
Is he still standing?
Yes.
All right. I will shoot him with another one.
Jesus. All right.
Lay him to waste.
That one actually, he ricochets hard off of that shot, and as a result, the second bolt goes where his head was. But because he doubled over from the first one, you actually wind up miss him with the second pew pew. Sorry, bro.
All right, I will step back, and that'll be my turn.
You almost had me there with the use my attack roll, my Warlock ability.
It's
I'm
the
like
casual delivery.
That sounded amazing. I was like, wow, that is strong.
I'm like, right? you're level 1 Warlock, my friend. Yeah. All right. Brick is going to go, because you all insist on me puppeting him like a bad robot. I'm going to take Brick, bring him in, and he's going to go, "Oh, you're right there. Excellent. All right. I'm going to just kill you, because that's like a thing." And yeah, he caves the guy's freaking head in, and just like he takes a wild, wide, heavy swing, and you hear the sound of it's like a Gallagher concert when he takes the hammer to the watermelon and just splatters this gentleman's head all over the place.
Yes.
The body hangs there for a second before dropping away as if it was a puppet with cut strings. But this one is deceased. The other guy is going, shit. Parlay! Surrender? I see a holy symbol on you. You can't kill me if I surrender.
That sounds like a dare.
Yeah.
Well, I was playing, obviously not using my Felchkin voice. I was playing. I think we want to intimidate or interrogate this guy, right?
I mean,
I'm saying to the team.
Is there still an alarm going off?
No, the alarm actually. We ran it back because I forgot to give Lorenzo his ready to action, and he sniped the guy so hard, taking him down, taking 84% of his hit points in one shot.
Okay.
And the guy noped the fuck back and was like, "Nope, I can't reach it."
I just wanted to confirm.
Knock people through time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not the intimidating type, so I will acquiesce my turn to.
Well, no, it's the bad guy's turn right now.
Well,
So he drops his sword, raises his hands, and says, "You can't kill me. You can't kill me if I surrender." And coughs up a bunch of blood and spits it on the ground.
For my turn, since I'm next, I'm going to step back out and watch our Tabashi.
Tabashi.
That's what I meant to say.
Racist.
I'm gonna make sure Mr. Seven Lives Left over there is okay, and let you guys do the intimidating inside. I'll hold a produce flame if something pops up.
Okay. So you're holding a fireball in your hand and you're juggling it back and forth across your fingers like a glass ball juggler.
I'm not a nerd. It's just sitting on my staff being cool.
I just wanted to make you look cool, but sure, if you want to be a bitch about it, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a bitch about it.
Because it's just so basic. All right. Let's. I'm feeling sassy tonight. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the fact that I had just ate a pound of red meat, and I'm like,
what?
Let's fucking go. All right.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody noticed that.
No, not at all. And now I'm having ice cream for dessert, and it's delicious. Seneca, we cut to you briefly.
Well, I guess that I will try my little sleepy sleep again. Let's. Can I still see? I know the water has calmed, but can I still see the thing that was moving in the water?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Well,
whatever it is seems to have veered off into the depths.
Let's have a look around then at everything else that's over on this side.
Alrighty. Cool. Well, you are standing on top of what looks to be the structure that is the partner to the one up there. This is the receiving wheelhouse, control house, winch, the winch control booth for below. You can see the cable lines going from a hole directly beneath you, going up to its partner above, whereupon the cage used to traverse this gap currently is making a wonderful sniper nest for Lorenzo. There is a door right over here inside the structure. With a 12 perception, you don't hear anything happening beneath you or inside. That's not to say that there are other things happening there. Or that's not to say that there couldn't be anything inside, but yeah.
Let's climb on down and open that door then.
Okay, you want to open the door? All right. Let's see, because your Tabashi movement is like 1,000,000, I'll give it to you. And we'll give you, during this 6 seconds, I'll let you speed run the fucking dungeon because that's what you're expert at. You open the door and there's a bugbear vampire standing directly in front of you going, remember me?
Round 2?
Yeah.
They call me Seneca, Spoilers Polaris.
Yes. All right.
You didn't write. You never called.
Nope, never.
Thought we had something.
Right? Okay.
So, anything?
It opens up, and weirdly enough, it's just a simple 5x10 chamber. No door here. There's no door. It's just a solid wall.
All right.
I should actually bring the camera token down so anybody watching from home can see what it is that you see. Yeah, that's what you see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so far I've used a chunk of my movement and my item interact and a bonus action to, I guess, perceive. Can I use the remainder of my movement and my action to get over by this door? and open that.
You want to open that door
With my action, yes.
with your action. Ooh.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't have an item interact to use. I don't have a bonus action to use.
All right. All right.
And I recognize how little options that will give me. But I will know exactly what's coming.
Can you listen by the door when you? Or I mean, whatever you want to do.
I mean, this cat has always been way too curious. You open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's right. This is the... Okay. So you open the door. And... I'm really digging the hip-hop beats. This is pretty sweet. I will say this. The ceiling of this large room rises in a 40-foot-high dome. The floor is polished, smooth, black onyx. Water from condensation runs down the walls, and a pair of large braziers to the northeast and southeast provides smoky light. A long table, braziers, yeah, I know, laugh it up, fuzzball. A long table with a dozen chairs dominates the center of the room. And we're going to say that as you prepare to get into some mess over here, that's going to be the end of your action.
Sounds good.
Room right now looks like it's empty. Appears
Great.
empty. Yeah.
I'm very glad for that.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, in that case, who was next in the order? This is fun. Feld. You have a gentleman in front of you looking... Oh, and you're just not even going to negotiate?
Oh, sorry. I was on mute. I said, no, I am. I was just seeing if that was working properly because I've had problems. Well,
okay.
Yeah. With that. So I'm going to say, if you answer my questions, I won't harm you. We're looking for the...
You won't. What about the rest of you? What about your friends? I've done contract law. How do you think I wound up in this cult?
None of them will hurt you. None of them will hurt you.
All right. What's your question?
This is everyone here is part of the Ebon Triad.
Joking aside, I made a joke about him being contract, and that's why he's in cult. He kind of looks at you like the what?
Are we breaking initiative here?
We're putting initiative on pause for the moment.
Okay.
Are you the people here, servants of Bane, Cyric, and Vecna?
Maybe the employers are, but we're just getting paid.
Who do you work for?
Some crazy redheaded chick who'd probably wear your skin like a bathrobe, but she'd get a hold of you, but she pays real good.
And how long have you all been here?
Well, we just got hired about like 3 weeks ago.
And how many are in the rest of the base?
I mean, I want to say about a dozen or so.
Anything we need to be worried about down there? I mean, I imagine you're going to be skedaddling out of here, so you don't want any of them, unless there's anyone over there that you want to make sure makes it out of here alive. Anything we need to be worried about over there? Anyone you need us to be looking out for?
I mean, I wouldn't mess with that crazy chick or the halfling. Like, they're nuts. And they
nuts how?
Well, you know, they're. And she's got this armor with these spikes and everything. I mean, she's got a real, like. I'm not here to kink shame, but it's a little weird, is all I'm saying. She's just like really into spikes, and the halfling looks all nice, but he's like he's just unsettling. That's why I like hanging out up here. So just can I?
Do you work for the Blue Duke, or does that mean anything to you?
Who?
The Blue Duke.
No. I work for Triel, and you know, yeah, I'm paid to sit here and make sure that people don't belong here don't come down here. He is being completely truthful.
And when you aren't working for Triel, who do you work for?
I work for Triel. I get fed and I sleep down there. So
You've always worked for Triel?
Well, for like the last few weeks, yeah.
But before that?
Well, my job, like, work is hard to come by. You know, all I know is at one point I'm sitting in a real rat's nest of a tavern, and next thing I know, I'm getting offered money and food to basically make sure people don't come down here. And now Charlie's dead. Now I'm sitting here fixing to fucking bleed out all over the floor, and I got some, you know, like two big ass walking dragons here ready to kill me. Like this is not. They pay well, but they don't pay me good enough to deal with this shit.
And are there any traps or hidden areas of treasure over there that we should be aware of?
Fuck.
There could be money in it. All right, great.
Yeah,
and so
he's like, what? You want me to draw you the whole fucking dungeon map with a key? I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Since you put that on the table, yeah, do that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We all said how excited we were to just kill with people that we knew were bad, and there's no moral quandary. But the line "Charlie's dead" just killed me. Killed me, Greg. Oh my god.
Where's the lightsaber closet?
What?
So I asked you, where's the lightsaber? So where is there a barracks? Where are they separated? Give me the layout of
It's
where
all.
these people...
Look.
You don't have anything else to tell me.
I mean, I will tell you this. I will tell you. Give me
persuasion.
Yeah, give me persuasion. All right, with the 16, he's like, "Look, I can tell you that the northern end, there's a lot of weird shit going on there. I mostly stayed in the central part of the part of the structure, but there's a lot of spidery kind of shit that the halflings into happening on the south side, on the south rim. Nobody goes into to the west wing anymore. Like nobody. Although, from what I understand, I mean, like we were told not to go in there, and I hear some kind of weird ribbit kind of noise coming out of there every once in a while. And then in the northern end of the central structure is where the barracks and everything are. But beyond that, like there's some caves, some rooms lead into tunnels and caves and stuff like that. And I heard weird shit coming from down there. And they told us never to go down there unless we wanted to get eaten. And I was like, "What you got down there? A dead dinosaur?" And I laughed, and well, they didn't.
And where does Triel stay?
In the central structure. Yeah, boss lady told us never to go into her room unless invited. And
have you seen any wands with her recently?
All I know is that she came down here the other night in a really, really good mood.
And has she left since then?
She's come and gone a few times, yeah.
All right.
Not those kind of wands, water control wands.
What kind of wands were you thinking?
You said she was in a really good mood. What are you talking about?
Okay. Can I go now, please?
All right. I don't know if you need me to, if I can use that roll or you need me to use other rolls, but I am going to knock this guy unconscious.
Make a new roll.
Yep.
Yep. And actually, you know what? Give me a deception check first.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You're like, sure, and he's like, great, crack, and he crumples like a bad suit. Yeah.
If it's anyone who's watching who's at all surprised, I say, the wicked are not owed truth, and these men killed the high priest. The oath of vengeance bears no necessity to tell truth or give any leeway to men like these. If you want to finish him, finish him. And I imagine Brick probably kills him, or anyone else can. But I knocked him unconscious.
Oh goodness. I'm on the other side and can affect no change.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back out and relay that information to the rest of the team. That down in the tunnels, as I think they've heard, seems to be frog sounds or joking about an old dragon. That in the center is where Triel is. That the halfling, who's apparently into weird spider shit, is in the south. And that there was the northern hen had, according to him, weird shit as well. Those are my notes. Were those accurate from? Is that what you meant to say, Greg?
My video and everything cut out for about a solid 30 seconds there, and I lost. What I got back was that what you meant to say? So I'm like, yeah.
From him, I got northern end has weird shit. The south side has spider weird shit. That's the halfling stuff, and that Triel is in the central area, and that there was joking about frogs and dragons deep in the tunnels. That if you didn't want to get eaten, you don't go down there.
Dinosaurs.
Sounds about right.
Okay. Forgot to ask him about how the machine works of going over the water. What do we think? Should we load up in this gondola and go across, or what do we think, team? Does anyone want to finish him off, or shall we leave him here? He seems. Let's search him. Actually, you search the unconscious person and the.
Check the body of Charlie.
Check the bodies and then check the other room.
All right. Well, I can tell you right now, what you find on these guys are long swords and longbows, and then
Starts the click in the background of the sound.
It's just too perfect. I'm really digging this track. Although I really want to find out what some of these other actual play campaigns are using for their music. Not as awesome as ours, but
Clack. Are you able to change the music midstream, or is it a set and forget?
I can. I mean, I can. I don't know if it crossfades nice. Let's
see.
Let me see here.
As we search they have no coins on them, etc.
Do you want me to change the music, or do you want me to check with the treasure?
I apologize. I'm used to you being a master of multitasking. I forget. I apologize.
I am only human, my friend. All right. Well, now we're like in.
This is the slot machine. We've won a little bit on the slot machine, and we've got some weapons. Get some longswords, some bows.
Yeah.
This
is us raiding the stores here. Let's see. I think this was nope, that wasn't it. I completely lost. Here we are. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, on these guys, they, like I said, they are equipped, and
I think now it's going to be fantastic. Now, Tara having that quiver of holding is going to be the stuff that we the quiver that we use to load up looted weapons and sell them later in.
I approve.
Because new instruments don't pay for themselves.
My gaming style can be easily described as magpie.
All right. Well, I will tell you this: you find a small table in the corner of the room. On the table is a deck of cards, and it looks like there's some coinage on the table. You actually find 7 silver and 17 copper sitting on the table. It looks like they were mid-game when you decided to pay them a visit.
And there was nothing. There's nothing on their bodies besides that. Was it 2 longswords and
their equipment? Yeah,
2 longswords, 2 longbows.
And let me see here. Okay, well, on the corpse of poor Charlie, you actually do find a note. You do find a folded piece of parchment.
What does it say?
As you open it up, it's a drawing of a big stick figure and a little stick figure. They're both smiling, and it says, "I love you, Daddy."
Dangerous work.
All right.
And nothing on the else on the body of.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, these guys came up to do their guard duty, and they're doing their thing. So, yep.
Anything in the side room?
The side room. I was wondering if you were going to ask about that. Yep. The side room. That is number 5. Room number 5. This is a very small storage area that looks like it contains 2 weeks' rations and drinkable water, along with a sizable stack of planks of wood that resemble very much the planks that are already sitting out there on the out on the ledge.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the planks of there's a gap.
Mm-hmm.
So all right. So I think kind of try and create a team huddle. Ask if we want to just tie this guy up, or what the rest want. That include they've hired people, relaying, of course, that there's hirelings down there from and a sadistic halfling, and the crazy redhead is here. Approximately 12 people. Do we want to try and take the gondola over, or what do we think?
I'm pro gondola. I don't feel like swimming in that dark, murky whatever's in there.
I mean, Seneca got across just fine going high. I feel like our chances are better than going low.
Right. I think he ran across the ropes. I don't think I can quite do that.
No, but taking the gondola seems a safe option, considering there was nothing that attacked him from when he was up.
All right.
Is someone going to does the gondola apparatus look like it is someone has to stay here to operate it?
Yes, someone actually has to spin turn the winch.
Gotcha.
I'll stay back.
Brick volunteers to stay back.
That makes sense.
Brick has no way of catching up to us if he does that.
Brick is ready for that eventually.
You're gonna say Brick is too dumb to realize that, and so he stays back anyway.
Brick is like, I can totally just hand over hand. Athletics,
it'll be fine.
Yeah, he's flexing, and he's like, I'll just commando that line if you need me. Just holler if you need me. Yep. So real quick, let's go on ahead and bring it back to Mr. Seneca. Yep. And so I don't spoil any surprises, I'm going to put everybody else in the waiting room real quick.
Oh.
So we'll be right back. Or most of you will be right back. All right, my friend. You wanted to go fuck around. Now it's time to find out. Yep. All right, let's get... So what do you do at the doorway here?
Well, now that the door is open and I can see in there, but apparently nobody has seen me, I want to try and use some stealth to scope out what's actually in there.
Okay. I will tell you right now, the room is currently empty.
Okay.
Yeah, the room is lit and empty.
Let's see, how long does that take? Is everybody taking their sweet time over there? Everyone seems like pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is right now they're still interrogating poor, the poor guard, the poor fool up there, who, winds up taking a nap. So we're gonna give you a few minutes of breathing.
Then, as a ritual, I will cast Detect Magic to see if this room is trapped somehow.
I'm sorry, what was it they were casting?
Detect Magic.
Detect Magic. Okay, sounds good. Anything within 30 feet?
That is correct.
And the only thing that can block it is a thin layer of lead, as I recall. Yes.
That's right. A thin sheet of lead, a 1 inch of common metal, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. What about stone? See, what they need to tell you is how walls block.
Let's see. Detect magic and
1 foot of 1 foot of stone. 1 foot of stone. Okay.
Okay.
Stone and this is a stone structure.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make it clear that this is a stone structure. Okay. The walls in here are built as such.
This is fine.
You do not detect any magic within this room.
Okay, cool. Because whether or not something can shoot me from the walls is fine. I just need to be able to know whether or not there are triggers there that are at the very least magical. If they're mechanical, now comes the next part, which is I'm gonna look for traps using my perception. Whether or not this is gonna go well, I have no idea.
Okay, go right on ahead.
20.
All right. You do not detect any traps in your immediate vicinity. The doorway is not trapped. Hold on a second. I am moving you over. Here we go. This is why I couldn't find it before. So Seneca. We now have you over here, and now I am, because this area is so big, they actually had it in multiple maps.
All right, then let's go ahead and have a look inside this room, since I'm not finding anything mechanical and I'm not finding anything magical that are traps in this area. Although I'm moving slow to see if I've got anything in here thus far. I will let you know when that changes, and I move very quickly.
All right,
definitely will do that.
All right, you you come into the room. There's double doors directly across the way from you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I did a terrible job with the dynamic lighting on this. Good God, I'm so sorry. Seeing all this in action. There's a door there, there's a door there, and there's double doors right here.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, and like I said, there's a big conference table, and there are braziers on the walls right here and here that are giving off the light that you see.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and take a look at this door down here.
Okay. As I mentioned, it is a standard stone door. As opposed to a normal door that is a like a panel on hinges, this is like a rotating door that rotates on a central axis.
Okay. Now, detect magic will continue on as long as I maintain concentration on it, so it should not be going away anytime soon. Got 10 full minutes on this sucker. So this door is not showing any
not
magical auras. Is this door, does it have a lock on it?
There is no lock on the door. There's no way for these doors to lock.
Okay. And there's no way, how does this door open?
Like I said, it spins on a vertical axis, so you push one side or the other.
Okay.
A vertical center axis.
Let's go ahead and do that as stealthily as possible.
All right, give me a stealth check.
You got it. 13.
13. Okay. You cringe a little bit as you put some force into moving the stone panel, and you can hear it as the stone drags on stone across the floor. The door does come open though, and what you see. No. Hold on. Oh no, wrong one. There we go. But you see, kind of interesting. You open the door, it rotates, and you see hundreds of thin white cords stretching from wall to wall within the chamber, all about 6 inches off the ground. The cords make a tangled sheet, and it looks nearly impossible to pass through this room without stumbling.
Interesting.
Yep.
Let's shoot something. I'm going to use Ray of Frost on those cords. See what happens.
All right. Ray of Frost. Obviously, give me an attack roll.
You got it. 8.
8. All right. And what is your intention behind using Ray of Frost in such a fashion?
I want to see what happens. I got these things. Maybe they're tripwires, and they're going to cause something to fall down on me. I would want to.
Well, that's a perception
trigger
check.
whatever
That's
it
not
is that's
necessarily a. That's an investigation check. Pardon me. That's not necessarily a spell attack.
Right. So what I'm trying to do with this is I'm trying to see what happens if these cords are disrupted. And I'm disrupting them by using Ray of Frost so I can do so at a distance.
Okay.
Although I definitely, with an 8, probably didn't hit crap.
What's the best way to describe this? Well, hold on one moment. Is there a verbal component to Ray of Frost?
Ray of Frost. Is there? Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you and how? Give me a fresh stealth check if you're trying to do this quietly.
You got it. 19.
19. Okay. So you quietly, just whisper the command word, and Frost shoots from your fingertips onto, or a single ray of frost shoots from your pew fingers into the spider web. It does hit the webs, and you actually do see them freeze over. Give me, let's see if it actually triggers it though. High or low?
High.
Okay. Number between 1 and 100.
62.
Okay. What happens is you hear not just, it suddenly goes from hearing the tingling of water freezing across the spider webs to crick, 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 crack, crash as the weight of the condensation, the frozen condensation upon these webs causes them to give way. So you hear them snap and hit the ground. Suddenly from above, what looks to be a 10-foot by 10-foot spider web drops from the ceiling, and you hear the ringing of tiny bells. Loud, tiny bells.
Excellent.
Yep. And you notice that, yes, there's a clatter of tiny metallic bells that were actually loosely woven into that spider web. And they hit the ground with a great clatter. Give me a perception check.
All right. I will perception. Oh, no.
Yeah. So you're like, "Ugh!" And you hear the clang, 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 clatter, clatter, clatter. Yeah, you're very overwhelmed by the sudden surprise sounds clattering all around you. We're gonna cut back to the guys above.
Sounds great.
Yep. My pleasure. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna take you out so this way you can be surprised by what's going on up there.
That's fair.
Yeah. And we're coming back, bringing it on back. I have set Seth aside. Lorenzo, Nate, you could rejoin us whenever you got a second. Poor kitty. Seth is in the process of rolling up a new character. The funny thing is I tell that joke and I immediately clicked over to the map, so I couldn't even see y'all's faces as I made it to see if you guys believe my bullshit or not. But yeah. Anyhow, you don't know what's going on with Seneca. If you glance down below, first off, it is incredibly dark in here, so only folks with dark vision will be able to see much of anything. But the water is oddly phosphorescent, so there is a slight sickly, eerie green glow to this room. And as your eyes adjust to it, you do see like a sickly green outline of pretty much everything going on. Seneca here is now on the other map. And we're bringing you guys back up here. Perfect. Oh, and this dude is unconscious. So where's my little sleepy face?
I think we just tie him up real quick before we go.
All right.
Yep.
And Brick is going to be staying up there.
Yeah.
Lorenzo, give me a perception check real fast.
Sure.
All right. As you are listening to everybody from your Overwatch position, you did glance down and happen to see a long shaft of light peel out from behind this building down here on the map. Peel out from behind, and then, like illuminate part of the beach and the wall over here, like this long, blade of light. And then it quickly disappeared, as if someone opened and closed a door with light pouring out that was lit inside, and that light spilled to a dark room or cavern in this case. But yeah.
Okay.
Do with that information what you will. But yes, the rest of you guys are up here, and you're talking about how best to get down there. You are on top of this thing. You've discovered that the winch is manually operated, so someone will have to stay behind and operate it. Brick has volunteered because, Joe is sure not appearing in this episode. Poor guy. I know we're ragging on him a little bit. He wanted to take a night of self-care because his new job is incredibly busy and stressful, and we were more than happy to give it to him. We totally respect the need for having a mental break. And sometimes, you're just not in the mood to perform, and I totally get it. So, Joe, we love you. We hope you're watching from home tonight, and enjoy a well-earned night off, brother. We know you're killing it at the new gig, and we're really freaking proud of you. And we love you. So, and we'll get you back here next week. So, yep. Anyway.
So I think we taken care of that all their business, and I think we just we jump on into the gondola and start heading on over, right?
Funny story. This thing can only fit 3 people comfortably. 2.5 really if Feld is in there, because you're larger than the average medium-sized humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Can I
you
ride
guys
on top here since I'm already there?
You could. Who wants to go first?
I think I would go first to help.
I'll ride over.
Okay.
Beachhead. Yeah.
All right. And Lorenzo, you want to ride on top?
Yeah, I'll brace myself so I'm kind of like balanced and.
Okay. Let me see.
Not doing acrobatics.
All right. Would anybody else like to try and squeeze in? Because you could try and cram everybody in there, especially if you've got Lorenzo on top. Okay. Birch, do you want to try this, or do you want to wait for the next car?
I was thinking about. I'm just gonna turn myself into a frog and hop on somebody's lap.
Okay, awesome. All right, so we got the full party in here. Yeah, so you basically put a couple of planks out, and I'm not going to make you do athletics or acrobatics to get in there. You do manage to get across like the slight gap. You can use 3 points of contact. You grab on, and you plant your foot on a plank and get across. So you do manage to board without too much trouble. And I will tell you this. Okay. Wow. All right. I will say this. Tara, you are the last to get on. With, like the last humanoid to get on. You hear this thing start making really groany noises.
Are we too many? Should I jump off and take the next one?
Is it making sounds of groaning noises like it always makes groaning noises, or groans of stress?
Have you ever been inside of this thing before?
I imagine cable cars, etc., are something relatively common in the world.
All right. How about this? Let's do some insight checks to see just exactly what that is. All right. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I got a 19.
As a musician, you know what different sorts of
I know sound.
Wood and metal sounds like nobody's business.
I know what sounds are. I'm a musician.
There's a good groan and a bad groan. You have to know the difference.
Okay,
right.
yeah, my initial assessment is correct. I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna jump out of the car. I'm gonna say, I think it's a little heavy, guys.
All right. You're gonna hop out.
Yeah.
Give me Lorenzo. Give me a dex save real fast.
Oh, jeez.
So Tara hops out, and suddenly this thing. Oh, why'd you? Oh, because one was a save. Got it. Yeah. Suddenly the car starts to bounce up and down, and you're the only one not inside of it. So you're like holding on all of a sudden. But you do manage to hold on just fine. Birch, whose pocket are you in?
Oh boy, I didn't think this was going to be a trick question.
Well, no, it's important. Are you with Tara or are you with? Or
I'm not with Tara. I'm on the boat.
Okay.
I'm on the gondola.
Got it. Okay.
Thanks, John.
Amphibian looking. I think we can allow that. Yeah, we'll allow that. Okay.
All right. Good to go.
Yep. Yeah. Now it sounds a little friendlier, and it doesn't. You guys are. She's like Tara. You're just like I'll catch the next one, right? All right. So
Yep.
Brick is gonna start turning the winch, and his. I should have left his character sheet up. Man, Joe's getting a lot of action tonight. So his first round gets the thing across. Oh yeah. And it starts kind of going. It's a little herky-jerky at first as he's starting things figured out, but after a minute or two, he really starts getting into a bit of a rhythm. And you guys start smoothly gliding your way down. You get about halfway across, and I'm going to rule that is when we're going to cut back to Seneca. But you know what? Yeah, we're going to cut back to Seneca real quick.
It's me!
Seneca, the doorway that you are facing, where did I have way too many freaking tabs open right now. Here you are. Perfect. You didn't notice this at first, but there's another door that pivots open, and light pours in from the room next, and you hear shouting voices. And suddenly you see something splash into the room. You see like the flash of an object fly into the room in front of you. Mm-hmm. And you hear a crash, and you smell just a little bit of brimstone and like gasoline and brimstone. And it hits the ground, and you hear whoosh, and suddenly the web and everything inside of it goes up in flame. And with that, we're gonna take a 10.
All right, thank you, 10.
We'll be right back in 10 minutes. Alrighty, folks, let's go ahead and bring it on back. Bring it on back. See, we got most of the folks back here. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, Seneca, buddy, pal. Ironically, he's one of the ones who's not here. All right, that's fine. Let me switch up while we're waiting for Seth to come back. Let me go ahead and switch up the music to something a little. I need up tempo. Let's bring back the clack clack of some Glocks here. Okay. Well, you guys, I will say this.
Creeping.
Yep. The beachhead is dark as you make your approach. It takes about a full minute, and you hear this rickety ass gondola make its way down. It's like demented Disney World going across these lines here. Have you guys gone through the new it's like I forget what they call them now, what the proper name of them is, but it's basically just like this kind of gondola cable system at Disney World. I wrote it a couple of weeks ago.
We're not all quite as fancy as you are, Greg.
No.
We're not all Disney royalty.
Oh, I'm not either, nor do I make any claims to be. My wife, on the other hand, she is all about it.
So you're a consort to Disney royalty.
Very much so. The Skyliners, yes. So we rode the Skyliners. So your demented evil Skyliner to hell is taking you guys down. Like I mentioned, it takes about a solid minute, and it finally hits the ground with a gentle thud. And you let yourselves out, I'm assuming. The beach is quiet. The beach is quiet and empty. Do you want to wait another 2 minutes for Tara to join you?
I think I would recommend that we whisper. We kind of tuck ourselves behind the building and get a little sense of where things are. But you know.
Got it.
I can use my like the lens thing to look around and.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you're looking about, and you don't see any. Actually, Nate, give me a wisdom save as you're using that lens. All right. So you're looking through the lens, and the beachhead looks clear. Again, you're still getting used to the idea of this overlay into the ethereal plane, and you're kind of taken aback as you see what looks to be a gigantic, long, cylindrical shape with a maw, like a toothy maw, come at you as you look through the lens, and you realize that that's in the ether. That's not here. That can't actually hurt me. Unlike those phase spiders that did manage to hurt me from the ether. Wait a minute, I'm getting inside my head now, and I'm starting to freak out. Yeah. So you're trying to just like keep your shit together and separate what is what is illusion or what is on this plane and what is not. This is kind of handy to a point, but man, this thing's got some drawbacks as it is right now. Let's see, Feld, what are you using for light? And Birch, I don't remember if frogs have dark vision. I think you might.
Let's see here.
Yes, you do. You have dark vision 30 feet.
Classic frogs.
Classic. You said, well, there's a faint green. I'm assuming that to some degree our eyes are
faint. Like your eyes are getting adjusted to it, but you're having it's a bit of a struggle bus for you. Being down here on this beachhead, trying to you can make out general shapes and stuff like that.
Yeah, then I'm gonna pretty much just kind of move. I'm gonna pretty much stay where I got out, unless one of the folks who can see guides me. I'm just kind of just staying quiet while I wait for our dark visioned friend. Just not trying to move and make any noise.
Okay. I really need Seth back. Oh, here he is.
I'm here.
You are here. Yay! All right. So you see the alchemist fire shatter on the ground and go up, and the web goes up immediately. And then you see the doorway that was opened shut. It shuts again, cutting that light off. Now there's gigantic bonfire of spider web igniting directly in front of you, and that's creating a nice light source in itself. But you do see that door close, and then you hear something shove up against it loudly and slam into it, as if it's now perhaps been barricaded.
Sure.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm checking two things. I'm checking the sleep spell to see if walls affect it, which they don't. It's just anything within 20 feet, so that's funny. And the other fun thing that I can do is use Mage Hand, because Mage Hand does not appear to be able to take any damage at all. So I'm going to use Mage Hand, and I'm just going to go and rake every single one of the surviving spider webs within 30 feet of me. Just going to play it like a lute.
Okay, so you're going to make a whole bunch of noise.
Yeah.
With it. All right, gentlemen out on the beach, give me a round of perception checks, please. Yeah, Graysoul, you definitely hear the tingling of bells coming from the door to your south, to your southwest.
I will ask if anyone else near me heard that as well.
Heard what?
I hear the sleigh bells ring-a-ling, jing, jing.
Birch did.
Get an affirmative ribbit.
Yep. He gives you a roll.
That's a good call. I definitely didn't roll a 27. A frog does not have that ability.
No, you retain all of your mental skills. This is wild shape, not polymorph, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you retain your mental stats. It's only the physical ones that change with wild shape.
I will point out that I heard bells from that direction.
Yeah.
I'm going to basically whisper, does someone want to investigate? We still have to wait for Tarafirith. I don't know what those bells could mean.
Seneca, what else did you want to do there? Do you just rang the bells?
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to open up that door and try some more of this stuff from the safety of the other side of this door.
Well, gotcha. Nothing happens.
All right, but that does mean that now that those all should be pulled, yeah?
What do you mean pulled?
Well, all the traps that are triggered by all of those things, they should all have been activated, no?
Well, yeah. I mean, the trap was already activated.
Just the one? The other ones don't do anything?
Well, yeah, it's all just a bunch of spider webs that were all interconnected. And the minute that you disturb the nest, the network, the trap net basically came down.
Cool. That tells me something too. I'm making sure that there's no way that if anybody goes and walks down this little hallway right now, that they'll activate it again.
No, but like I said, there's alchemist fire burning there, and that's going to be there for a little bit because that shit's like napalm.
Sure. Let's go ahead and neutralize it with a Ray of Frost.
All right. So you cast Ray of Frost. Give me an attack roll.
20 that time.
All right. Yeah. You know what? You actually do manage to find the center of where the jar shattered, and you aim and plink that expertly, and you take it out from the center, and the ray of frost radiates outward and freezes over what is now steaming black sludge.
Fun.
Yep.
Is there anything on the opposite side of this room? I know we got a door right here. Is there anything that's over this direction, or is that a solid wall?
It's
there?
4 walls.
Okay,
All
cool.
right, you got the door. You got the door right here, and 3 walls.
It's nice and barricaded. I heard that. So let's go ahead and give these double doors a shot. We'll creak them open just a little bit. Not like, surprise, here I am. I'm life at party. It's just a nice little gentle peek. See what happens.
9 lives. All right, 9 lives. Okay. Let me see here. What did I do with that particular? Oh, I'm on the wrong map as the DM. Because this is what happens when I have to keep track of 2 windows with all the same data. It's very easy for me to lose track of shit. All right, there we go. So you're going to come up here. All right. And how apropos. Clack, clack, motherfucker.
Not going to get tired of that gun talking.
Nope, not.
Things are about to go down.
Nope, not at all. I think it's apropos.
Yep.
We're gonna give you.
Get into this.
We're gonna very shortly here. Tara, you're about 3/4 of the way down, by the way. At this point, this is all happening very rapidly. I'm assuming that you just hopped in and started coming down. No qualms, no problem, right? Lauren.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just check. By the way, the gondola moves a lot more smoothly with just one person in it. Cool. All right, 13. Condensation, yeah. I'm just trying to see what the doors are, if they're the exact same kind of doors. Yes, they are. Okay, cool. Yep. How do you want to do this? How do you want to breach this, or what do you want to do now?
I'm going to open the door very slowly to just try and peek through. I recognize that I'm being rash in not checking this specific door for traps, but
Okay.
I'm slowing everything down with what I'm doing anyway, so I might as well make one rash decision to speed it up.
One rash decision? Okay, cool. Give me a perception check.
Yeah. Perception checks are always 1 when it counts.
When it counts. I love it. All right. So, yeah, you crack open the door. And it looks like you've got a long hallway and another set of double doors at the other end. That's what it looks like you're dealing with.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, let's now that I got a crack open and I can see through there, and let me double check the measurement on that, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, nope. 30 feet. Okay, so question, is this all to scale properly? Yeah?
Approximately,
3,
yeah.
4, 5,
Each square is 5 feet.
Okay, cool. Let's use the mage hand to just push all the way through this room, see what happens.
Define push.
It's going to be open hand like this, somewhat low to the ground,
Sorry,
about 6 inches off of it, to see if there's any kind of trip wire.
Okay.
And I'm just going to push 30 feet until that hand disappears.
Okay. You do not detect any tripwires in such a fashion.
All right.
Very interesting way to try and detect traps by intentionally triggering them in advance, especially seeing as how your latest move put the complex potentially on alert, because they're aware that something's going down. Let's go ahead and take it to the guys outside real quick as you're now scouting for traps. Gentlemen, back out on the beachhead. What do y'all want to do?
Can I see any cat prints in the sand?
That is an interesting question. I would say that sure, you definitely can. With a investigation check, perhaps.
I'm going to look.
All right.
Nope.
Yeah, not so much. And because here's the thing: as you're looking around on the ground, you realize that that's not sand; it's actually volcanic rock that you're standing upon, and it's hard and smooth.
Well, that wouldn't do it very well.
Nope, not so much.
I guess we'd probably head towards that light I saw down to the south part.
Yep, your wisdom indicates that it was probably down over here, and you do spot this door.
I will go check that door for traps.
All right. So you're going to come down here. Give me a perception check, please.
15.
15. You do not detect any traps.
Awesome. Is it locked at all, or?
It is not locked. You actually notice that this door doesn't even have a lock on it.
Oh. I will.
Why do we even
gesture to
have
everyone
that
else and be
lever?
like, here is a door.
Yep.
Because I'm not opening it or going through first.
All right. So you turn to the rest of the party, and what does the rest of the party want to do?
Do we have? Is Tara back with us?
Tara is now with you guys. Yes.
Excellent. So I'm gonna whisper out. I need someone to help guide me through this darkness. So I imagine, because Graceful, you have dark vision, right?
You know it.
Yep. So I think I'm just gonna kind of put a hand on his shoulder as we walk through there, and I can take the door first.
Okay. All right, hold on a second, because I'm gonna move the rest of y'all. Oh, no, not there. I'm not throwing you all in the water. I'm trying to get rid of that guy. You guys are all still here. And,
How much time has gone by?
it's been a couple minutes. Since Tara made landfall.
Since it's only been a couple minutes, right? Since our conversation, everything's happened, the fight and them coming over, that was 2 rounds. We're at what? In total, it's been 5-6 minutes?
About that. I would say that that's a pretty valid assessment of time. Hold on one second. Tara's token did not transfer to the new map. Yeah, it's been like only a handful of minutes,
Gotcha.
and Seneca has still managed to cause all kinds of trouble. Damn cat.
So I think, I think Graceful's going to guide me over to where Lorenzo is, where she said the door's open, and go on in through there.
Okay. Hold on one moment. All right, give me a round of perception checks real quick.
Damn, Birch.
All right.
I see.
As you guys are, this is what?
And Lorenzo.
Lorenzo
27.
And paying attention.
Like a hawk, right? Some of us have regular perception, and they're just like,
Okay.
they're one with the movement of the world.
All right. You do hear the ringing of bells in that room still. And now as you are opening this door, because Graceful, you're opening the door, yes?
Yes.
All right, perfect. I should get the viewers at home on the correct map with us. Yeah, you open the door, and where's my dynamic lighting? Thank you. The light pours out onto the beach, illuminating you. Feld, you actually do have a little bit of, you can see a little bit now. It's almost like looking directly into a set of car headlights, as the light just kind of cuts a shaft out onto the beach here. Looks kind of like that's what you see. Graceful, you peer in this room, and you see the back of a Tabashi leaning in front of a doorway across the room.
Do I recognize this particular Tabashi rump?
Yeah, you do. And as you walk into the room, you smell what smells like brimstone and napalm. Like the odor of it about the room.
All right. I'll take a step forward. No one else in the room with us?
Nope, it's just you guys. Seneca, give me a perception check real fast.
My best thing.
Yeah, you do not notice. And Grey Soul, he does not notice you.
All right, I'll just walk right up here.
Uh-huh.
I'll lean forward and be like, "The fuck are you doing?" Right in his ear.
Hold on. Let me check something real fast. Oh, yeah, it's broken. I've rolled 4 4s in a row.
Okay.
Or 4 1s in a row. Let me
Good God. Yeah, roll it and roll 20, please.
I was like, wow, that's really bad.
I was enjoying watching you botch, but yeah.
Okay, let me see if it works. I mean, like, just give me those ones, but there we go.
Okay.
So in the future, I'll be able to.
That's persuasion right there.
Yeah. In the future, it looks like my rolls will work again, but
okay.
they were broken for there. So I think that I don't know, what should I do, a wisdom save to not be freaked out by getting snuck up on by Grey Soul?
A wisdom save? You know what? I will give you roll just 1d20 plus 3.
Okay, you got it.
That's your perception. Let's go on ahead and, if perception is broken for some reason, let's go on ahead and just do it the old-fashioned way.
Oh no, I'm saying I fixed that. I refreshed the page.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, you do hear him you feel his breath on your ear before he says something, and you kind of like start, but you yeah.
No, I've been activating a lot of traps lately. I thought you might be one of them. Did you encounter anything on your side?
Just the 2 guards. We killed one and beat the other one senseless.
Did you find out anything?
Yeah, apparently there's a spider fetish halfling running around, and the head honcho is a lady with red hair who would like to wear us as a skin suit. According to the guard, apparently she's a rather intense individual.
Sounds charming.
And I want to say there's one other thing that's slipping my mind at the moment, but Feld, I'm sure, will recall.
Yeah. Everybody else up on the beach, are you guys following Grey Soul in?
I was following. Yeah, I think he was guiding me, etc.
Well, you can see a little bit now, and this room is actually lit. So, yeah.
Great. I don't know if it has loaded mine on there. Let's see this.
I should have you with. You've got vision.
The room to the south
there
had some sort of spider webs that may have had something to do with your halfling.
Oh wow, I can see it all. I can see a whole rack of baddies.
Yeah, the 4. Yeah.
A whole rack of. Where are you looking to see a whole rack of baddies?
Just on the roll 20.
Ping them for me.
Oh, you can see that?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Oh, it should be dynamic lighting in here, and you shouldn't be able to see that. But okay, well, fuck it. Just I don't know, act like you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one gap in your dynamic lighting to where if you're in this position, you can see them right here.
Oh well, yes, I'm aware of that.
Okay, got it.
I can see.
The thing is that there are legit slats there.
Oh, got it.
There are murder holes.
Oh, here too.
So I would say that high enough perception would allow. Yes, I know. I'm just putting them back in position now.
Gotcha.
But how you guys can see over here? I must have
Looks
just
like
done
there's
a
a
shit.
layer off. Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to see into this room. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, I'll look into that later. That's neither here nor there.
But I'll say to Seneca, the individual we spoke to up there said there was approximately a dozen individuals, and the halfling, and yes, this the red-haired individual who has come and gone a few times in the past few days, but was very happy. The one we expect to have the wands. That there's a deeper tunnel where he jokingly said there were some sort of dinosaurs or dragons in there, and they didn't correct him. So apparently there's some deep tunnels that everyone avoids. That there is, to quote him, weird spider shit and the halfling to the south, some weird shit to the north, and the one we're looking for, Triel, here in the central area. Assuming we're in the central area. Yes.
Well, I know that there are some enemies that are nearby. I triggered a trap that was further down south. They threw an alchemist's fire at me. It's been neutralized, but they barricaded the door that would have made it more easy to attack them. There may be another entrance around this way, seeing as they came from the west.
Give me a wisdom check, guys.
Wisdom. So good at wisdom. Oh, wow, 16.
16. All right. The fact that you guys have triggered an alarm and you've actually been technically attacked at this point, and that nothing else is happening.
Seems to think well, I don't know that he's triggered an alarm. Do we know he's triggered an alarm?
I don't think I've actually mentioned that.
Seneca, you said that they attacked you, though.
I did say that.
Yeah. Oh, you say yes. Did you see someone throw fire at you? So
yes,
they know you're here.
I assume that they assumed that they got me, but I was outside the room when they threw that fire down.
All right. Then we need to find them and neutralize them.
I've been unable to tell if the room beyond these double doors is trapped or not.
I'm going to move down to this door and just hold a ready to action in case anyone suddenly pops through.
Yep. Okay.
I would like to say that I'm no longer a frog.
Okay. You are no longer a frog.
So you opened these doors? Right there?
I've opened them just a crack thus far.
Okay.
I do have one idea that may work. The door that they entered through sounded like it had been barricaded, but I can simply shrink the door if you want to leap over it after it's been shrunk.
That's
this
not
may present an attack that they would not expect.
Yes. Definitely. Where's this door?
I'm going to walk over here and step over into this room, which should now be clear of cables and spider webs and alchemist's goo. And the door should still be open as well. And I can just walk over and gesture to the door.
Tara, what's your passive perception?
One second. Passive perception.
Yep.
Is sorry, my computer's working out real quick.
It's okay. Where did my D20 go?
Passive what's that? 16.
16. Okay. Actually, wrong one. All right. Hold on a second. Okay. So, yes. Feld, Graysoul, Lorenzo, Birch, what else are you guys doing besides not being a frog anymore?
Well, I'm not going through these doors over here since...
Not going through the double doors?
Yeah.
Is this the door right here, Greg?
That is a door right there, yes.
All right.
I'm gonna basically, if I can, motion to them that I'm preparing to. I think they heard our conversation with between Seneca and I, and motion that I'm gonna prepare to basically attack who our enemies that we assume are behind this door that was barricaded, in case anybody else wants to stack up.
I will get behind you and get ready to shoot whoever's there.
Oh man! All right.
So you might be able to get an angle from the other room. But sorry, what were you saying?
We don't think we're going to be attacked from any other direction, huh? We're convinced it's.
I think we don't know. We just know where the closest enemies are. And I'm saying if they know we're here, we kind of have to go on the off. We have to try and change it up on them because right now they know we're here and we don't know where they are. And the only group of enemies that we know where they are,
I'm gonna
theoretically.
stand.
Well, hey, the more you guys talk, the more I'm able to assemble my army of minis and tokens into one place.
I'm taking up a position on top of the table in this room.
Okay.
In the center. Just in case somebody comes from another direction.
Did you check your DMs, Tara?
Not recently.
Yeah.
Which door are you referring to in that one? Can you ping it?
The one that you guys came through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to train my bow on that door and hold it ready to action.
Okay. Cool.
I'm not necessarily going to fire. I'm just ready.
I understand. Okay. So now you guys are going to try and reduce the door.
Yep, I'm going to reduce the door. That is indeed correct. Is everybody in position? I can see the door. I can see the two of you ready to go. I don't know if anybody's like lining up shots to go straight through the door in case you see anything.
I mean, I can hold a produce flame if something appears.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically take a need action so that I can I'm on my knee and basically so people can easily shoot over top of me if they're there and I can easily act. Yeah.
Okay. The spell goes off. The door shrinks, and yet there is still what looks to be a large object in your path. Within a split second, you realize that this looks like a heavy table that has been put in place and is bracing the door. Now, the way it is put in, it would prevent the door from moving on its central axis, but now it's just acting as another improvised door.
Well, shall we?
So, but we can't see through it. You're saying?
Yes, it's acting like another door. There's another barrier behind the barrier. Is the best way to describe it.
So, if it's bracing it, if I move to the side, couldn't I just basically pull it straight down? If it's like this, and the door is no longer there.
I'm not looking. Explain it to me. Because
the door was like this.
Camera feed. All right. Yep.
The door is like this, and they were bracing it like basically this.
No, and the table is up against it like another. Yeah.
Okay, so since this door
so now one just goes away, and now you've got this.
So can I just yank it forward?
Push it.
I mean, sure. If you want to, give me a strength check.
Did that roll? 7. Hold on. I'm using inspiration on that. That's nonsense.
All right. Do you okay?
Yep. Oh no!
All right.
Wow.
Should I give Felt my inspiration?
I will say at this point, no. You can only. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
All right.
Transferring of inspiration at this point to replace a blown inspiration roll is just it's a little too it's a little too crunchy at this point. It's a little too much. So you get one inspiration to re-roll, and you could redo it once. So Feld, you try to yank it down, and the thing is that this table is just wide enough that it doesn't fit through. The legs catch on the frame, and you make a lot of noise all of a sudden, and you hear somebody on the other side say, "Oh, they're here! Steady!"
Right now, this door is acting as a large barrier. They expect this door to come this way. Push it. It will continue to act as a barrier, and we can slide in from the side.
All right. Yeah. So I can basically try and shove the door forward. Basically, instead of trying to pull it towards me as I was, it basically try and use it as a sled almost, and
All right,
use it
give
as a
me an
ram.
Give me an opposed strength check.
Did it roll?
There it is.
Ha! There
All
we
right.
are.
So with you actually feel like somebody's on the other side of the table, and they're actively like bracing up against it. But with a mighty dragonborn, you give it a roar, and you pull the table to the side, and you hear the guy go.
I said since I couldn't pull it through that I'm using it as a barrier. That basically, I figure you said it caught. So I'm now, instead of trying to pull it towards,
you're pushing?
I am shoving through, using it as, when I heard him say steady, I'm using it as a secondary shield and using it to slam into all of them as well.
Okay.
They're thinking that they can hide behind the barrier, and I'm trying to squish them with their own barrier.
I wouldn't say they were trying to hide behind it. I'd say that they were actually trying to hold it in place.
Gotcha.
So yeah. With that, you do push. I'm going to say you push one poor schmuck, the one poor schmuck that was doing it 5 feet back. You're in the room now. And let me. Yeah. They don't describe how these rooms are lit, but I'm assuming that these guys have a light source in here with them because they're humanoid. It's not like they're not elves or anything that have fancy pants ass dark vision. So.
And am I behind half cover or total cover? Consider this.
You are behind total cover to 2 of the enemies in the room and half cover to another enemy in the room.
Gotcha.
And now we're gonna roll an ish.
Does my ready to action go off and shoot anyone, or
You don't have a target.
okay?
Oh boy, 3. Yuck.
All right. Whoop. Copy. All right. Tara, what's your niche?
My niche is 18.
18. Birch.
20.
20. Lorenzo.
17.
17. Brick is a fat 0 because he is not here. Graysoul.
21.
21. Feld.
3.
Fucking hell. All right, and Seneca.
11.
11.
Yeah, that did not go well for me or Feld.
Why, when there's always trouble, is it always you 3? No. All right. So here we go. We are now. Graysoul, you actually have a higher dex than the baddies. So I'm going to say that you get to go first. You do not have any sort of valid target at the moment. But what do you want to do now that Feld is pushing his way through?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I'll move here 5 feet. What can I see?
You can see half of a bad guy who has a bow and arrow, and he's actually just now, his ready to action is now going off as things are happening. And he's going to pop off with his longbow at the guy who is rushing through the door.
Oh, man.
And that's a 23. That's a crit. So that's going to be...
Does a crit still beat an armor class that's higher if it only has a +3 to...
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
We've house ruled it right to where a crit auto hits no matter what, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I'm having these guys all show up with gigantic 2-handed can openers. So yeah, that's going to be 12.
Like
12
+3 to attack. Yeah.
12 damage. 12 damage to the paladin. To start things off.
Gotcha. And I need to roll concentration on that.
But with that, Mr. Graysoul, you do now have an action.
All right. I have line of sight on orange. I'm assuming.
Yes, you have line of sight on orange.
Okay. Hands over Feld's shoulders. Plasma caster action with some eldritch blasting. How's a 14 tickle you?
How does a 14 tickle me? I mean that That is not going to get through their AC.
All right.
Actually, you know what? No. It will, because this guy's wielding his bow, not a shield. So that will hit. Meets it, beats it.
Eat 8 force damage to the chest.
Off.
And then I will launch my second blast at him.
Okay. That's a hit.
16, all right. Coming at you with 7 damage.
Jesus. See, warlocks are OP. I really need to make this more challenging for you guys. All right.
And then I'll duck back down here.
All right, so you duck.
And I'll be
You're lucky he's not tolling the dead.
Not yet. No, he had a lot of fun with that spell in the barrel maze the other day. That was
screaming nonsensically, getting nowhere with it.
Yeah, that was something.
That's a crazy snapping turtle.
All right. All right. So this guy is going to now drop his bow, grab his longsword, and get into melee at this point. He is going to try and stab at. Okay, he is an attacker template warrior, so he's going to get +2 on top of this roll. 24 to hit.
Son of a bitch. He's attacking me, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. So that is going to be 10 damage.
Okay.
Yep. All right. That's it for that guy. Birch, it is your action.
Wait, what did he roll to hit? 24?
Yeah, 24, because he's got the warriors. You can either be an attacker, a defender, or
gotcha.
something else. So this guy
+6 to hit, and he rolled well. Okay.
Yep.
So that door is still closed because I can't see beyond.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Wait, is he just doing his sword, or is he doing one-handed or two-handed?
He's doing two-handed.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, he did not draw his shield. I said I specifically said he dropped the bow and grabbed his sword.
Cool.
And then specified that it was a two-handed swing.
Yep.
I'm just trying to figure out if it's dynamic lighting or why I can't see any baddies.
God, it wouldn't surprise me if it was a fucking.
I
feel like the dynamic lighting fucks everything. Oh wait, you might.
Oh
be...
no, yeah, you should be able to see it.
Which window are you watching? Because if you're watching the stream, now I have the lighting source on you. If you're watching actual Roll20, I don't know.
They look the same to me. I mean, I don't see anyone I can. I mean, I guess I'll just charge in if I want to be helpful, but.
All right. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to see what's going on, so I guess I'll come in here and immediately back up.
You do have vision, and you have night vision.
I shouldn't.
Well, I gave your token night vision when you were a frog, so let me take night vision back.
I think when you
go ahead.
And
do you? Oh.
Yeah.
Can I hit either of the guys beyond my friend?
You cannot, because there is a gigantic table in between them.
But I think you saw when you came through, right? That you can basically go through here and you can attack this.
Well, he can't see that. I mean,
he came through here.
Yeah, if you came through there, you would be able to see Dudius Maximus over here. Yeah.
That I should slide in.
Yeah, well, I'll say you could squeeze.
You could.
Well,
you can attack past me like Graysoul did, but.
Well, he managed. Graysoul ranged attack into here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Phil, yeah, now you're in melee range, and you've got this guy right next to you's got half cover.
All right, I'm gonna.
This dude is now,
I'm gonna thunder wave right in between the two of them, so it hits them both.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right.
Well, it's not that big a deal. It's not
subtlety is now out of the.
Well,
all right.
We're not being very quiet.
No, you're not.
No. They know what's
up. Okay, hold on. So they have to do a Constitution save of 16.
All right, con save of 16 for these guys. Whoa, and I just closed the tab I needed. Damn it! Meant to click it and I totally closed it.
Oh, it's a 15-foot cube, so the third one too, actually.
Yep. Perfect. So these guys.
Pay no mind to
Constitutes
that
it. 1,
damage. That's
2, 3. Fail. Made it.
Ooh.
So the third guy makes it. The guy in the back corner makes it, but the first two
third
take.
guy stands his ground, but will take half damage. The other two are going to get thrown.
Okay.
They're going to get pushed back 10 feet away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to... You know what? It looks like that damage is accurate. It looks like I rolled a 1 and a 6 and a 1. So they all take 8, except for the one who takes 4. But
Okay.
they all get thrown backwards.
All right. And then 8. And then
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
8. Got it. All right. Oh,
All right,
4. Pardon me. 4 on this guy.
Because I did that second level.
And then since they bounce off those walls and their heads clatter together, they take more damage.
I don't know.
Going 10 feet back into a wall and each other.
I'm gonna say that the guy, first off, green goes into red. Red manages to actually keep his footing, but green's gonna fall prone.
Cool.
So that means you can now overrun him with the table, and then orange here is going to get blown back into the wall. He's going to take an additional D6 of impact damage, and that is enough to finish him. Yeah, he goes back into the wall, and Birch, you hear a sickening crack as his head hits the wall first, and as his body crumples against it, there's a long red streak of gore and blood just smearing its way down the wall. And there's just, as his heart rate goes through, his heart was already accelerated because he was in combat, but his blood is now just pouring out the back of his head, and it's very quickly pooling around his now lifeless corpse. Yeah, you basically lobotomized him in one shot, and his heart is in its death throes at the moment. So,
far more details than I require.
You're welcome. All right, Tara, you're up.
Okay, I don't think I see anything from where I'm at. But I also feel like it's getting kind of crowded down there.
Is that an actual siren, or is that part of the song?
It's not on my
That's a
end.
siren. That's from me.
You could tell by the lights.
They're on to me, but they're not getting in here without a fight.
Damn it. Matt, we talked about this.
D&D night.
Yep.
Click clack.
All right. I don't.
Blah. Ray of Frost, motherfucker.
I do not know what to do. I don't see anything.
Well, you hear a lot of chaos happening beneath you. You do hear a gigantic crack of thunder that shakes the walls.
Oh, I don't think I want to go anywhere near that.
That's fair.
I mean,
honestly,
you're providing a pretty great rear guard. You know, if anybody is trying to come at us, pincushion them.
You know what? I'm gonna hold my action.
Do you check your DMs?
Okay. I can tell the people in the room with me that I saw something run by the door that we came in through. I don't know what it was, but it was fast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm just in a weird position, and I feel like it's too crowded.
Okay. All right. Do you just gonna hold your action?
I'm gonna hold my action, and then if I see an enemy come through one of the doors, I will shoot at it.
Which door specifically?
Oh, This one.
Okay. I will say that you can accurately cover this one and this one based on your position, but you can't cover any others.
Okay.
Okay.
Copy that.
All right. You're holding your action.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lorenzo. What's up?
Is there any room inside this area down here that I can get into next to an enemy?
Yeah, this guy is now freaking dead, so
He's off the board.
X his ass out. This guy is now prone.
At the feet of Red, basically, right?
At the feet of Red.
Okay.
That is not the... Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, you can now kind of come squeeze in, and if you want, you can pass through your allies and get to there, no problem.
Okay. Have either of these two not acted yet?
Red has not.
Okay. Red's about got a face full of...
About to have a bad fucking day, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it.
So, actions. Rapier to the face.
I think Green didn't either. It was their buddy Yellow that got the shots off.
Yeah. Well, Green is fucked right now.
Yeah.
Actually, technically, if you attack...
Green would be auto crit, or is that a...
that would be advantage on the attack by default, but you get attack on advantage on this guy because he's flat-footed anyway, right? Or is that just...
Yep. Yeah, because
right.
he hasn't acted yet.
So roll your initiative. Roll your advantage then.
Okay.
Yep, that hits. The 25 actually
Nice.
does successfully hit. Go on ahead and roll your damage and sneak, please.
All right, and so there we go, and double the piercing. So
All right,
it'll be
so 14 damage.
14. Yep.
Okay, 14 on Red. Not feeling so hot, that Red.
And then I will disengage and go back over here.
How much? Okay, yeah. All right, so 14. Got it. All right, so yeah, you stab him real good, and then you're like, disappear again, just gone.
Yep.
All right. Poof. All right, that means that it is now Seneca.
All right. Well, I'm going to take.
And
Well, I was going
you're on
to.
deck.
But now I see that there's two people around this door, so I really can't do a whole lot of anything. Let's see, if I go from where I am, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
you can pass. It's not difficult terrain if you're passing through willing allies, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Sorry, I thought it was when you passed through a willing ally, and you just couldn't pass at all through somebody who was not an ally.
Oh.
Am I wrong? I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. I'll still end up basically right here, and I'm right next to somebody. But do I want to make it so it's really easy for me to lose concentration and have that door go over?
Actually, it does count as difficult terrain.
Okay.
To move through allies. Yep.
Go. Okay.
Unless you are charging.
Yeah. But then you provide advantage to anybody who's within melee range of you. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and use my feline agility, and I'm going to get through this door right down here.
All right. So you bust open that door and bust through. What's your AC?
My AC is currently 16.
As you come bursting through the door, you hear a what and like a half-ass swing of a sword comes at you, and it catches. It actually catches in the rotating door. Metal. You hear the sound of metal on stone, and sparks fly right by your ears. And you realize that blade got stopped by that stone, and that blade actually split one of your whiskers and got within about a good inch and a half of your face before it stopped. Yeah.
I'm going to look down at my severed whisker. It will twitch I'm going to step onto the other side of this.
Okay.
And I will say, this is the part where you surrender.
All right.
And I'll make an intimidation. That's what I'm gunning for.
That's gonna require an intimidation check. I will give you. Yeah, just roll it.
Do these guys look any different than the ones upstairs?
These guys are wearing robes.
11. Just not the worst, but not the best.
All right.
They're wearing robes. Okay.
With a 12, he just goes, fucking stupid, fuck a duck door, god, fuck. And like is a little too preoccupied right now to do anything. To do anything potentially to harm you. But let's see. Guy who just got stabbed is going to step up with his longsword, and now he's going to come up and actually come wailing on good old Birch. And that's a 19 to hit.
Yes, it hits.
All right, that's going to be 8 slashing.
Okay.
And then this other guy is going to now swing back at Seneca. Let's try this again.
Shield.
That's
that's
dirty,
a 4?
That's a dirty 20.
I got to get a +5. What does shield give me? Shield gives me a +5 shield.
All right, so yeah, he swings again, and this time he accounts for the door, but does not account for the fact that an energy barrier suddenly appears between you guys, and it just clangs off, and he's just like, "What?" And hey, as a free reaction, I'll let you try and intimidate him again.
All right,
this time with advantage.
Hey, 19.
All right, and let's see what he does with a wisdom save. 11.
There it is.
He fails. So he's actually going to drop the sword, and now he's going to just flee.
All right.
Because now he's convinced that he can't hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to bolt out through this door.
So I get an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes, sir, you do.
Okay, I think I can do that with my
lightning lure his ass.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do that as a warcaster, but I'm just trying to double check. Can I do?
Yeah, I believe it's
opportunities with cantrips.
As a warcaster.
Yeah, I'm mostly sure. Features and traits. I can discover deflection. Cantrip from his tactical wit. No. Advantage on con, you can force medic. You can use your reaction to make an opportunity attack with a spell that has a casting time of 1 action and targets only that creature. So I even can use something that's not a cantrip. That's actually better than I thought it was.
Yep.
Great. Lightning lure.
All right. Yep. So you lightning his ass. He gets to make a strength save. Okay. He does make the save.
Dag.
Now, I don't take half because that's a cantrip, right?
I believe that is correct.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Yep, cantrip. Alrighty. So yeah, he actually does successfully evade the bolt of lightning that you whip out at his legs, and he disappears off into the shadows. With that, we are at Feld. It's your action. Yep.
All right, so I can attack. So that guy doesn't have any cover, right? Across me, this red guy.
Red has half cover because you're still on the other side of the table, but you have half cover from him.
Gotcha. Would it take? I mean, would it be a little bit of action to basically shoulder the door down since there's and we flop it onto?
Yeah, you know what? Hopefully. Give me a strength check real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you actually do manage to just like shove the table over, and it lands, and now Greenie is underneath it, since he's prone. It's a lot easier to do that without somebody racing up against it.
Right.
So now you just have a clean shot on this dude.
And that is what I am going to do. Does he look hurt at all?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is the one that is now. It's kind of tough to tell because they're wearing dark robes,
Right.
but you can see the telltale. As he's moving about, you can see that he's favoring his side, and he's got the telltale pinprick hole of
Lorenzo Ledoux
getting fucked by Lorenzo. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to hit at a 24.
Yep, that's definitely a hit.
For 5. He's still standing?
Yes, he is.
All right.
A little bit tougher than you give him credit for, but yeah.
I'm going to swing again.
21 hits.
Yep.
For a 7. Yep. Now he's staggering and like on down on one knee and just like.
I was gonna say, do I have to declare before I know whether or not he's still standing, whether or not I'm going to use a smite?
He's still up. So if you want to smite away.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with a smite. I'll use one of my smites, and so I believe so. Yeah, that's gonna be another 2d8. He is. These guys are not undead or fiends, correct?
Correct. They're humanoid.
All right. Yep. So let's see if that rolls it for me. Another 9.
Yep. And with the divine wrath of Helm, you send his soul to Valhalla.
Yeah.
You send his soul to hell.
Right.
With 1 L.
Cool. And then I will step across over his body so that try and basically if this other guy steps up, etc., I can attack him.
He's under the table now, but sure.
Yeah. I mean, if he tries to, yeah.
Yep. All right. So we are top of the initiative order again. I will tell you this. Tara, before you know it, the doors swing open, and you now have multiple targets coming through both doors. I'm going to give you your action off for one of them. Take your ready to action.
Yep.
But you now are you wanted some shit to happen. Careful what you wish for. That's a
Never.
miss.
That did not go well.
Yep. And
Inspiration.
now you want to burn your inspiration?
Or do you want to hold it?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Cool. Let's roll that damage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Got it. Oh, battle is suddenly joined, and you now have more attackers coming at you. And
Very
you,
exciting.
my fair brutes, are found to be in the unenviable position of being pincered. And with that, we'll see what happens next week. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Greg. It's been my pleasure to be your dungeon master tonight. These are the brutes. Hope you had fun. I'm very excited to see which of these brutes I can make fall next week. Because, I mean, 'tis the season, right? Anyhow. If you enjoyed watching this tonight, I know it was a bit of a grind. Not as much roleplay as some of our usual sessions, but sometimes you just got to roll some dice and crack some fucking heads, right? That's part of the fun of this. I hope you will come and book me. Check me out at mastermindadventures.com. Book me on at Mastermind. Do a session of Barrow Maze. Or maybe, just maybe, if you're looking for something ongoing, you could talk me into running a campaign like this for you and your friends. I'm definitely open to that. Let's see what we can work out. Anyhow, brutes, do you guys... I have a quick non-brute related project that I want to plug real fast, but I also want to give you guys the opportunity to do some quick shout outs too before we wrap things up tonight.
My wife's over in a show at the Long Beach Playhouse. She's doing, she just got Murder on the Orient Express that opens in January.
Oh, I submitted on that and it wasn't equity, so I couldn't do it. But that was awesome.
That would do it.
Yeah, congrats to her. Congrats.
I'm so sad I can't go see that. I love Agatha Christie.
Please let us know when it opens because we should do a Brutes field trip. Now, will it be live streaming?
I don't know, but hopefully by January, it might not have to be.
Well, I mean, I would love for it to live stream so we could get Tara and Adam in, but we should definitely do a Brute Squad night and have all the Brutes go down. I'd definitely drive down to Long Beach for a show. I think that'd be awesome.
I will look into it.
Yeah, please do. Anybody else got anything else they want to shout out?
My wife has had just completed the very difficult task of being married to me for 13 years. Extremely difficult task.
Epic levels, right? Oh, your anniversary is Monday, right?
Yes.
So we're not going to have you.
Nope. I shoot everything. I gave you the guide of.
I understand the guide.
Here.
I understand the guide. I have a very firm policy. So we're gonna figure that out. I will figure that out.
Yeah, roll a d6 and it determines who I shoot.
And if it's a 7, you hit brick. Paul, Matt, Adam, Lauren, you guys got anything?
Nothing for this week.
I don't think so. Not this week.
Well,
all right.
I just finished the second part of a series of audiobooks. I don't know where they can be found yet. I will let you know when they do.
Please do.
Lovely.
You definitely have to plug your stuff and would love to learn more about that. Adam, you got anything? I mean, we got to get you on the front page of Reddit again somehow, man. But I want to give a quick shout out I was in a short film. I provided my voice to a short film recently called Max Speed, MAXXSPEED. It's been submitted around to a couple of film festivals. It was recently at the Sunscreen Film Festival down in Huntington Beach, where it won Best New Media Project this past weekend. So I'm incredibly excited and proud to be part of the project. Yeah, I'm freaking thrilled. But I want to give big congratulations to Megan, to Reed, to Danny, to the whole team behind Max Speed, and I'm really, really thrilled for y'all. Sorry I couldn't be there this weekend to see the screening and celebrate. But I'm really it's a great little film. Really incredibly proud of it and proud of my contribution to it, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here. So big congrats, and I will try to post around and once we know where it's streaming online again, if anybody wants to check it out. So yeah, I provide the voice of the villain, so you can hear me throughout the project, and I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, that's it for me. That's it for us. We will see you in a week on Monday. Paulie, you might be joining us from a plane, and we might not have
correct.
Nate, but we should have Joe back. Is anybody else going to be missing?
I will definitely be on a plane flying back from the East Coast from a wedding.
Okay.
I will provide battle orders, and
we might just have you text in on Roll20 or something.
I was going to say I think that might be part of it. As I'm flying at 30,000 feet, I probably won't. I'll probably be saying what I need to have rolled and have my
or maybe
just
there. Maybe I force it where you guys have to split the party and you and Lorenzo go off in one direction with Brick, and the other three have to fend for themselves.
Party, especially me. Would
never.
Stick with everyone.
No reconnaissance or advanced anything. So, anyhow, we'll see you next Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific. So excited to do it. And until then, roll them 20s. Good night, y'all.
Wow.